Hello everyone, welcome back to Die Party Yonder, a weekly Numenera tabletop adventure game that I spend with people of ill repute on the internet. Which are, the people that are surrounding me. Let's go around and introduce those very same people. The first people of ill repute that I need to introduce is none other than people number one, PN.
Hello, guys. I am Tian. I'm on the internet sometimes, like 4 times a week. We'll talk about that after the show. It's me.
Sweet. People number two is a person that you might know as a people of ill repute. Mr. Tuxedonis, what up, sir? How you doing?
Yo, yo, yo. I am indeed people of ill repute. As you know, I do things.
Damn, really?
Yeah, I do lots of things. And as of two days ago, 1 day ago, 2 days ago, I'm getting paid to do these things. I've earned several cents because I'm now a Twitch affiliate.
Damn.
Is it actually cents?
Yeah, they're pennies.
It's several cents. It's several cents so far.
One.
Sell out.
One.
Man, it used to be about the fucking music.
One cheer is exactly 1 penny.
Well, I knew that.
It's several cents. But I have earned it. So.
And you know how useless that denomination is to me and literally everyone else outside of America? It's just like, what's a cheer? I don't know, but 100 cheers is $5, and you're like, okay. So when someone gives you like 10 cheers,
Sure.
you're just like, I don't know what that means. So, that's the thing. Person of ill repute, number 3. The guest.
I don't believe I'm of any repute.
Damn.
Very much.
I mean, you're the illest of all the ill reputes. I mean...
No.
How many people get complimented on their beards? 1.
Most people
I would have to say, yeah, pretty much everyone with a beard on the internet gets a compliment at some point.
Hey dude, nice beard. I've never seen one like that before. What, you've never seen a white guy with a big beard before?
Where did you get it?
You've never been.
How did you
haven't
grow
been
such a beard?
You haven't been on Twitch very long, have you?
Well, I grew it mostly by doing nothing, actually.
Yeah. Initially, I was trying really hard to get rid of it, and then as soon as I stopped, it just appeared.
It must show a sign of like how either wealthy, lazy, or
virile.
Yes, for me it's
That's
virile.
what Brian
Yeah.
likes to think.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, think about it like this: if you don't use your semen, where does it go?
To your
beard.
face?
That must mean Tux and Pian and Wreckage all use their semen a lot.
I know I
They
do.
waste it's what they do.
Waste it.
Whew. Glad we got there. Person
good
of
chat.
ill repute number 4 and efficient semen user. Sputnik. What up, son?
What's up? I'm Sputnik, and I haven't used my semen in a long time.
I heard if you don't use it, you lose it. You better get on that.
Oh, God. I'll be right
Brian?
back, guys.
Brian, you know who your beard reminds me of?
Who?
Al Borland from Home Improvement.
Oh, I should wear my flannels next time.
Yeah.
Well, howdy,
Too bad
neighbor.
it's like 100 fucking degrees today.
Wow, oh my god, I can totally fucking see it
I don't-
now.
I
see
don't
Yeah,
it.
think
so
so,
doesn't it
Yep.
look just like his?
Yep.
Doesn't it look just like his beard?
Yep. You just like Richard Karn.
I was like, oh wait, the neighbor, you never see underneath his nose. How can
No,
you look
that's-
like him?
that's-
And then I sat there for a while scratching my chin. I'm just like, no wait, that's the co-host. Oh my god.
Hey, I'm still rolling on those Family Feud dollars, so y'all are just jealous.
Damn, that's right. He did do Family Feud. But you know
Yep.
what?
Wow.
He must have been pretty bad at it. If the only thing I can think about is God, the black guy who does it now. He's like the
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
He's fucking good at it, though.
He is so good at it.
He's a one-note host, though.
But it's the best note.
It's like question with an obvious sexual answer. Person gives obvious sexual answer. Steve Harvey loses his mind. That's the entire formula of the show.
You can't say penis on TV. Number one answer: penis. What?
I'll show you.
Yeah, but think of the memes that Steve Harvey generated over the years.
There's a video that recently made it to the front page of Reddit, which is Steve Harvey wants to quit Family Feud, and it was all the same cuts from the show that you normally see with him reacting, only they cut out the part where he's like high energy and just has like a dead face, like probably at the end of a movie, and they play it over and over and over again, and then the music starts to like get really sad, like sounds of gunfire and like screaming and torture, and it just as his face like superimposed. It's so great.
Still though, when I first got to America, there was two things that I noticed. First, the game show channel, fucking great TV. The second part was that you guys have a lot of paranoia and like drugs for nothing and everything, and you like to advertise the fact, hey guys, do you find it hard to wake up in the morning? Well, we've got the pill for you. And then they have a celebrity like being like, get your leg ups in the mornings or whatever. And then they have like 35 seconds of them just being like old people laughing at like nothing. And like a guy playing tennis while they describe like the fucking like the horrible side effects. If you experience suicidal tendencies, a gambling impulse, or please consult.
I have a separate spice grinder actually for all my pills, and I just grind them up in the morning and put them in my coffee.
That is exactly every pill commercial. That is every pill commercial.
Man, that spice grinder is a great idea.
I'm full of great ideas. Let's talk after the show.
And semen, apparently.
Yes.
And last but not least, we have the man who uses the most semen out of everyone, Mr.
It gets used, trust me.
Mr. Dr. Wreckage, aka the Game Master, aka the Spooge Master.
Like I burn it and then I take the results and like distill it for repurposing it for like some simple plastics.
I'm treating mine like Bitcoin. Like I invest a lot now, and eventually it's gonna be worth something.
Are you investing into the Spank Bank?
What's that?
That's where you pay. That's where you pay Wreckage to have good memories of himself. I have a very good memory of pornographic material, except I insert myself into it in its.
So let's play Numenera. Last week on Numenera, a whole bunch of things happened. You followed a weird blue ghost specter to a riverbed where you found a weird monolith, and then some cultists showed up and were really, 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 really interested in you moving away from the monument. And you acquiesced. They went inside, and it disappeared. Poof! But in their paranoia and panic to get inside, since you delayed them, they left behind a satchel, which happened to have a notebook, which happened to have where the monolith would reappear. And you headed that way, stopping by at the village where they got supplies called Jute. And Jute had a problem with a mesomeme, which you solved, barely.
With what now?
A mesomeme.
Oh, you mean like a Steve Harvey meme? Yeah, no, we saw.
No, it's called a mesomeme. That's the name of the monster that you fought with the spikes in the head, and Otter successfully identified it, and you almost died. Then
I didn't.
Well, we're adventurers, right? We get to name what we find. So I say that we name it.
No, you don't. It's a known creature. You don't get to.
That's how it works.
We've never seen it before. So
from now on, he's going to call it
Screamy Head Tentacle Bomb.
Screamy Head Tentacle Bomb.
No, you're not. So then you headed from Jute to its new location. It appeared on a hill. Pop. You had dug 2 holes of various quality to hide in.
Mine was really good.
Yeah, this is really bad.
And then a girl fell out, and she was unconscious. And you eventually went up to her, and she vomited, and she talked about how her and her brother had been kidnapped and indoctrinated into the cult, and you didn't believe the story, and you pressed it. You don't remember this. I remember you said afterwards.
Yeah, for those that are having a conversation with this child, what did they talk about?
You really should have watched those like last 15 minutes again, because they were all you. Like, you dominated the last 15 minutes as you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you dominated the last 15 minutes of the episode interrogating the kid.
I really should have watched that because I don't remember that.
Yeah, Tux was so sleepy because we ran so late that he blacked out on that entire scene. Suffice it to say that she was telling the truth about all of the little individual details, but she was still not telling you the truth about something. And then Dave threw sleeping powder in her face for some reason. And she didn't fall asleep.
The reason was because we're like, yo, she's being a handful. So like a good baby, we throw rum, cocaine, sleeping powder in their faces, and then put them to bed.
You popped sand at a child.
What?
Anyway, she didn't fall asleep.
She also doesn't have a smell, if I remember correctly.
She has
I'm
no.
not sure it's human.
Right. So, you have instructed her to go to Ven and Phil, who are on the other side of the hill, and wait while you guys go into the thing. She's giving you a key. Remember, she also stole a key.
This is such a trap, guys.
Did she give us a map also, or did she just describe it to us? I can't
No,
remember.
she said that the
Just
path
follow the
through would be
candles.
obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Oh,
said
yeah,
that
yeah.
the path through would be obvious. Here is the monolith. You have a key. She has headed over to the hill with Van and Phil.
I think before we even really think about going in, when is it going to jump again? Do we know? Is that in the diary?
Yes, the diary says that you have 5 days until it jumps again.
Yeah, I thought.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
3 days.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's a while.
Unless time works differently in there.
Ooh,
It's already 5 days later.
Yeah.
that's a good point.
All right.
We'll have to keep an eye on time while we're in there. Just watch it, see what it does.
I mean, one of us does have a watch, so you know.
One of you has a
Bam.
perfect chronometer.
Bam. There we go. We're in.
And one of us has a folding chair in case we need to sit down for 5 days.
There we go.
Yeah.
I could take breaks.
Hey, man, imagine if we had to know if there was like, an abomination within 100 meters. Oh wait, we can't.
Abhuman.
Whatever. Same shit.
Don't get robbed.
Look, man.
And if you get robbed, don't smell a random powder, so you can be conscious enough to tell your friends to go look for your shit.
Look, man, I've got a cool sword now, and I drugged a baby, so...
This sword is
I seem
dubious.
to remember it was just an okay sword. Like, it was alright.
It's decent.
Yeah, it's decent.
If this was an RPG, it would literally say, like, quality decent.
I mean, like, here's exactly what I wrote down as a descriptor of my sweet, cool man sword is very decent, pretty okay sword. Pretty okay is in brackets, so, you can take that as you will.
Yep. Right.
I pull it out of its scabbard, and it's like, kind of cool looking.
You
I
guys
look at it and I'm like, it's okay.
You guys see the monument. By the way, the notes call this part of the thing the narthex. I don't fucking know what that means.
I'm sorry, you mean
Narthex.
is that thing you showed us before?
Yep.
So the whole thing is the nasties.
The narthex, yeah.
The nasties?
Yes,
Okay.
the nasties.
Oh no.
All right, well,
Let's do it.
All right.
yeah.
Might as well go inside.
Is everybody ready?
Ready as I can be, I suppose.
Child needs a second. He's having some allergy issues.
Go on.
All right.
You all stand in a semicircle around the narthex, awkwardly coughing, waiting for someone to take this first move.
I will go first.
All right, you grab the key and insert it into the hole.
Sure, man. Whatever gets you there.
Just jam it in.
The door opens.
Just jam it in my hole.
And remember, this door opens by literally part of the exterior disappearing, creating a oval shape. Nope,
Got
no
it.
like wop, just like gone.
No wop.
No
Oh,
wop.
that's right. Yeah, no,
Oh.
it
It
just
It doesn't happen gradually. It just disappears.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's inside the hole?
A dark room. Well,
What's-
lit by
what-
the exterior.
What's 10 feet from me?
A dark room.
Okay, we
Okay.
go in. I mean, I go
yeah,
in.
I'll walk. Yeah, I'll walk in.
Yeah, I'll follow.
No problems.
It's a spacious room. I would say it's about the size of like a public bathroom. Like wide and tall. Plenty of wheelchair access. As you enter in, presumably still with the key, not leaving it outside, the door disappears behind you. And some interior lights come on, and they are green.
I shoot them because I'm scared.
This is oddly familiar.
Yeah, I think I've seen this before.
Wreckage.
What? Anyway, there's another keyhole in here.
I slide the key in to the keyhole.
When you do, immediately, okay, this is the
The
perfect.
rooms divide into separate areas, and we
No.
all separate.
No, when you set,
I put the
slot-
trial unto you. Tell
When
me
you
about
slot
the
the key-
vortex.
when you slot this key into this hole, in Fifth Element, when the hologram comes out of the stones, that happens for the key.
Yes.
And there are 3 holographic.
God, I'm trying to remember that scene. I know. a
Oh,
lot
so
of
someone
film.
needs to grab some dirt. Someone needs to blow on one. Someone needs to grab. Does anybody have any water?
Fire.
Sweat.
Right?
Sweat
Please.
works.
Just
Oh,
a
and,
matter
uh,
a hologram comes out of the key.
the fifth element is beard sperm, and you just
Yeah.
Ah,
The hologram comes out of the key. There are 3 symbols.
okay.
What are these symbols? Wreckage.
Water, air, and heart.
butts.
I was thinking the same thing, Tux.
They're like runes.
Yeah.
For us humans who have experience in the modern world, they are oriented a lot like a traffic light, like 3 big circles, one on top of the other.
I wait for the green one.
There isn't a green one.
Okay. Auto.
There's a top one, a middle one, and a bottom one.
I press the middle one.
The middle one, you press the middle one. The
Yeah.
hologram disappears, and a sheet of light appears at the top of the room and slowly lowers past you guys down to the bottom of the room.
Ah,
Did we die?
When it, no,
Okay.
the light is harmless. When it reaches the floor, it disappears, and the 3 buttons reappear.
Your entire body has been filled with tumors. Like, okay.
oh,
Welcome.
luckily I can heal those now.
Yeah. I press the top button.
The door opens to the exterior.
Push the bottom button.
I was gonna say, what does the bottom one do? Wait, no, that might be the purge button. That might be the one that fills the room with like, scalding steam.
You guys feel movement. You guys are going down.
Oh, it's an elevator. Okay.
It like you're there for a good 40 50 seconds, maybe a whole minute. Movement stops.
Is there awkward elevator music?
No, there's no elevator music.
Damn.
Is there an obvious door to this thing, or is it still just like sealed on all sides?
the door reappears where it was to the exterior. Only you're not outside. In front of you.
Hey, Co.
Yeah, nah.
How's the elevator business treating you?
It's got me a little down.
So you guys, there is a. When the door opens, you guys immediately feel a pressure differential, like you're opening into a huge cavern. In front of you is a small metal walkway, and in front of that is a lit. What's the best way to describe this? It's a pathway that's lit with candles and all sorts of religious iconography, and it's just a suspended pathway with railings through the darkness. Like it's clearly drops off on either side, and there's just nothingness in every direction.
I'm gonna drop one of the candles over the side and see how far it goes.
It disappears into the blackness.
Don't jump.
Like after a while, not like immediately, not like there's a weird screen of blackness that it just disappears into, but like it just goes until it fades away.
Okay, so don't jump over the side. Got it.
Got it.
How far down do you think until we get to until the game kills you because you'd be falling for too long?
It's Numenera, and there are like anti-fall effects, so it waits until you actually collide with a physics object before it kills you. So you could fall forever.
Dope. Otter jumps off the side. No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
That'd be a good way to live your life, right? You could have a entire family before you hit the ground and stuff. So.
Build a house.
Yeah.
Does
Build a house.
the walkway seems is sturdy, correct?
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
In fact,
Yeah,
there is a metal rim around a large shaft in the center where you're coming out with this elevator, and they are completely unlit, but there are dozens of other pathways that go off into the blackness. They're just not lit, and this whole interior cavern isn't lit, and the candles that are sparsely lit along the path are not doing a hugely good job of lighting anything other than the actual pathway.
Can I take a candle with me as we walk, just in case they run out of candles?
Certainly.
Okay.
So do you walk down this pathway?
Yeah. It's the only way to go.
Is it just a pathway? There's no way to adventure either side after we walk through the bridge?
Well, so this is quite a long pathway, and as you walk along it, you eventually see that you are coming up against a huge interior wall, and the pathway turns into a sort of trapezoidal hallway, which is also lit and filled with religious iconography.
So the hallways, so like the walls are sort of angled up, and then like the shape of the hallway is trapezoid. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the shape of the hallway itself is a trapezoid.
Okay.
So it's wider at the bottom,
Right.
and narrower at the top, but it's plenty spacious. Ven can move through here easily. Even your giant worm body could have navigated this hallway. Maybe a little tight at the top.
Damn, I wish I still had that worm body. Yeah, keep going. Can we tell what any of the iconography is, or like what it means? Is it all that vortexy shit?
There are three main images that are repeated: a spiral, the sun, and an angular humanoid that has 4 arms instead of 2.
Oh, hey, Nye. They've got pictures of the sun on the wall here, along with that vortex.
Now you can see that. You're not. Well, I'm just letting you know that you can see it yourself, because they're like painted on, so they have texture and.
Oh, got it. Okay. Oh, I see. Thank you, Co. Are the symbols just kind of like on the wall, or are they like in any sort of pattern, or like is it just like random?
Basically, it is like it's done aesthetically, so it looks nice, and it looks nice with the candles, and beads are left out, and pottery is left out, and like woven fabric is left out, like strewn along this entire path. And the symbology, like it's not like hieroglyphs. It's not trying to say something.
Okay, so it's just
It's sort of the
pictures on the
same
wall,
way
like
that,
that.
like, you know,
Cave paintings.
if you were going through a Christian hallway, there might be like Jesus, Mary, cross, you know, an angel, like that sort of.
What is it trying to say?
It's just sort of pretty and sort of religious.
Sure. Okay.
You guys just continue to follow the path.
I
Yeah.
think so.
I mean, there's nowhere else to go, is there? So-
You come to a point in the hallway where there is clearly the capacity for doors to close, but they are open, and the hallway continues on the other side unabated. And after you pass through that, you start to get branching hallways that are unlit, and have sort of detritus stacked. Not that doesn't block them off entirely, but almost as if to discourage going down them.
What,
Like
what,
it's not a-
like rubble or like what?
Like it random shit, an old barrel that doesn't work anymore, a weird piece of metal, like some piping that's rusted through, like a sack filled with stones.
So like a broken barrel?
Yeah,
Okay.
they've clearly been. It's that these piles have been orchestrated and put there. They are not.
I was confused how a barrel doesn't work anymore. It's just a barrel. It's not like it's mechanical.
Oh, if it has like several
Not being a
holes
barrel
in it.
anymore.
This barrel's not making any noise.
This barrel isn't processing on my barrel.
Oh God.
I'm getting the blue screen on my barrel. It doesn't barrel anymore.
Does your barrel roll still? Then-
Barrel.exe has stopped working. Right. The point of these piles of crap is that they have been put here intentionally. They aren't like the hallway hasn't caved in.
It's like storage or something.
Well, no, it's been put here, and then the iconography and the candles have gone over it, as if
I'm
to.
kind of imagining like an alleyway with just like a bunch of random shit thrown at the end of it.
Right. The idea is that they're making this. They've made this hallway. There's a branching hallway, and they've covered it off and continued their iconography uninterrupted, sort of.
Okay. But so there's like what, like, are we basically at like we can continue going straight and then sort of left, sort of right, but if we go straight, it's still like kind of lit, but the other ones are not lit. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and they're also intentionally blocked off.
Oh, so we can't like walk through them?
Not easily.
sure we
but
could
it's
clear it.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
certainly
I
isn't stopping you.
Okay.
Like you could even climb over them not too difficultely. Like
Okay.
basically I've drawn a little thing to help you
Little
understand.
thing.
Like there is
Okay.
there is a branching hallway, but they have maintained the path here and they have intentionally blocked it off. And this happens several times along the hallway.
I'm not sure I want to go wandering around in the unlit hallways of this
Yeah.
giant maze-like place.
I think we should stick to the light.
Yeah. Check the main path first, and then if we need to, we can
Double back.
explore some.
Is there any way to mark the hallways that we're going down?
They are
Yes.
they are severely marked.
I'll take.
And
So
you're not-
I've got a candle. Can I-
You're not deviating from the path. There's nothing to mark.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're intentionally not deviating from the path. There's no reason to Indiana Jones this shit.
Man, I was gonna make a cool little drawing with my candle wax.
I mean, you can still anyway. No one's going to stop you.
can still.
I make a cool drawing with my candle wax. Say we haven't gone down this hallway yet.
Is it really like incredibly detailed? Like you spend a long time doing it, and then we all die
Nah,
of old
it's-
age?
It's just okay.
You come up on a door. At the end of this candlelit and bespeckled hallway is the trapezoidal door.
Why
It
did you
has
say it like that?
It has a square keyhole.
Okay. I do my best impression of a key and push myself into it.
That doesn't work.
He can fit into small spaces.
I do have that ability. Thank you very much.
It's a little too small.
And then I'm trying to do that, but then I realize I actually do have the key, so I push the key into it instead.
All right, the door opens without you having to push any buttons. No buttons appear in this case.
Okay.
Do we get the key back?
Yeah.
Okay.
He just pops right back out. In front of you is a large circular room, like a tower. It is taller than it is wide. You come out onto a platform that gently ramps downwards on both sides and then crosses over itself, and then crosses over itself and crosses over itself as it goes down. It is quite a tall room. At the bottom, the ramps are unlit, but the bottom room is well lit, and you see tables and chairs and also people milling about. The tables and chairs have like cups and plates, and there's even like ashtrays where cigarettes are smoldering. The door opens silently, and from your vantage point and the unlit upper part of this room, nobody notices you or reacts immediately to your entering into this space.
Are they wearing those robes or whatever? What were they, yellow or orange?
No, they are not. They are wearing just normal clothing.
Okay.
And is this like they're just milling about doing normal people things like cooking and eating and chatting?
Yep.
Okay, so we just pretend that we're part of them.
Yeah, I was like, do we just walk in?
We just go in there and it's like, hey, everybody. What's up?
Pretend like we belong.
Hey, Jimmy.
Fixing any barrels that don't work?
We're the detritus inspector, or we need to inspect the detritus?
Barrel inspectors.
So are we at the top of this tower thing, or do the ramps go up as well?
Yeah, you're at the top.
Okay. I mean, well, the
They
only way to
strictly go down because both sides go down, and then when it gets to the other side of the room, they pass over each other and keep going down. You know what I mean?
Like a little spiral.
Like both sides spiral.
Sure.
So they pass each other as they do it, but they spiral down until the bottom.
God damn it.
Should we go down there?
Good. Oh, I thought you were going to say spit on them. I guess we could go down.
No.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the last time we ran into these people, they weren't overly friendly. In fact, they didn't want us anywhere near their home.
Do we see a collection of yellow robes that they have taken off?
People who have eyes and can see more than 10 feet can make me perception checks.
Yay!
Difficulty 4.
How about I make it difficulty 3?
Sure.
All right. I look at the floor really good.
I got a fucking 18.
Do you have an idea for a minor success here?
Otherwise,
Otherwise, we can just move past it. We don't have to sit here and think forever about minor successes if we don't want to.
like, is there okay?
You
Is there
see
any
some
opportunity?
sign of a boy, maybe?
Yeah, is there any opportunity that we can find these things, or are you just like, even if we succeeded, we wouldn't have found it? Like, if we found
No,
one,
you succeed. There is definitely yellow robes.
okay,
Hanging around. They're
Child's
like being washed, but they are, like some of them are being washed or hanging out to dry or in storage. You get the sense that they have religious clothing and normal clothing, and you wear your religious clothing to religious events.
Mass.
or like when you're going to go into town and show everybody how great, being Amish is. You're going to wear your swank robes. But I'm going to give you, I'm going to decide what your minor effect is for you. You can clearly see several of the people who were on the expedition that you bumped into milling about. you didn't get any of their names except for one.
Stabby.
Stabby was not his
Abby.
the only name.
I'm pretty sure it was Axeman.
The only name you got was Nanid, and you see Nanid, but you also see Battle Axe guy, and also another guy who was in the.
Are they like armed like they were outside?
No, they're just chilling. They don't have their weapons with them.
All right, let's murder them. Let's go.
Yes, let's murder the people that have shown us no hostility.
Do we see any?
Except for the
are there
ones
any,
that were
like,
super hostile.
Are there any, like, kids there?
Yeah, chained to the wall, being whipped while they like eat their jelly that they got from their mothers in front of
There
them.
are people. There are people of all ages, including a woman holding like a baby and nursing it.
Is it her baby? I got an 18. Can my minor success be?
No, you
working?
can't know if someone's a baby. You can't know lineage just by looking.
That baby doesn't look like it came from you. It's a black baby.
I'm
You're a white
taking
woman.
Whoa, Dave. First of all, most people are like a weird homogenous race in the future. There's just like
Everyone's brown.
it's like 10 billion years in the future.
Can we see any other doors in the room below us?
With his minor success, underneath the spiraling ramps, there are alcoves that go out into the wall on the bottom floor.
Oh.
And they you can't get a good look at them from this angle at all, but people are sort of coming and going out of them as if they're just part of the space.
Right, because they live here.
Yeah.
They're just hanging out in their. They're just hanging out in their homes.
There's literally like no cover, basically. Like if we start walking down these ramps, they're gonna see us.
Well, so the main point is the ramps are unlit, and the bottom floor it has like fires and stuff, so it's well lit. But all of the light that is being thrown up onto the ramps is ambient. So, I mean, it wouldn't be impossible to sneak up on them completely. But also, like, there's easily like
at some point you're still just sneaking into a room full of people.
Yeah, at some point,
once you get to the bottom.
It's a tiny village of worth of people. You know, it's like 80 or 60 to 80 people are down there.
Oh, so we
Okay, how many alcoves are there? Are there just two?
No, they line the entire exterior wall at the bottom.
Oh,
so there's alcohol.
Great, that makes everything.
Are there any little boy tracks?
Yes, that's what I thought the minor effect should be. Like we get some sign of the boy.
You see like a hoop and a stick, and like a slingshot, and they just like like a red wagon.
Ball.
They're just.
Do we see a bunch of fidget spinners along the ground?
No.
Oh my god.
The next great civilization after humanity eradicated them from the face of the
God,
earth.
can you imagine if like Records gave us a like fucking Numenera or a cipher or something, and he didn't describe it? He's just like, yeah, you just hold the middle and spin, and everyone was like,
be great.
oh my god, what do we use this for? Is it like a bomb? And it's like, yes.
You spin it and you feel relaxed.
It is da bomb.
Fuck off.
Eat a dick. All right. Okay.
All right. So there's a tiny village of people underneath you that you could theoretically sneak up on.
I mean,
What's the point of
shouldn't-
sneaking up on them? I think we should just walk through.
yeah.
I'm thinking we should just walk through too, but to where? That's my question. Like, if there were two alcoves, I would say like some of us go down. Two of us go
Hello,
down
friend.
three.
We are looking for where you keep children.
Where do you keep your kids? Maybe we just
There
get
are
down to the
kids down
bottom
there.
and look. Like we'd be
So-
able to just like glance down each of the alcoves and see if there's
Now,
any that are well
Ivana
lit
was very
or-
clear that she specified this. The girl you interrogated. Ivana was very, very clear that the cult leader, whose name is Abrasil, was holding her brother captive because he wouldn't admit to believing in the Vortex as a god.
Do you believe now? No. Do you believe now? No.
Potentially, that is what is happening.
I'll keep whipping until you keep believing. It's like, fine, I believe. I don't believe you.
escaped from
How
place.
difficult would it be, Wreckage, to convince these people that we're new converts?
Well, I think we should worry about that if they come up to
No,
us.
okay, so here's the problem. They've already seen us.
3 people down there that you've seen have seen you. You know that there are 7
True.
people total who have seen you. There are like 60 people down there. I mean, first of all, 60 people. Yeah. Yeah.
Do any of them have like technology? Do any of them have like Numenera like technology stuff, or no? Do they not?
Well, there's like it's not
basically. Can I get
not
away?
abnormally? Not abnormally. It's like how at any village you might go to, like if there are 3 ladies stirring soup, one of them's gonna have like a weird Numenera pressure cooker for a soup cauldron for some reason. Because...
What I'm saying, basically what I'm trying to get down to.
Pressure cooker for soup?
Would I wear my Hadley?
These questions need to be asked.
What I'm asking is, can I get away with wearing my mask so they cannot see my face?
Sure, maybe. Definitely.
And like walking around and looking around at each of the like.
Okay, but there's
and then
but there's 60 people and they don't know anybody who. I mean, you aren't aware that there is somebody who wears a mask all the time. You know what I mean?
That might make you really stand out.
Yeah. I guess.
So there's a bunch of doors around
like robbing a bank.
alcove.
When you're walking there with a mask, everyone's like,
Should we try another floor?
Are there any doors that are like, this is where the church is?
Well, you can't see anything from up here because keep in mind that you're at the top of basically a tower, and that ramps down, and the bottom floor has everything.
Okay.
Let's move closer.
Yeah,
let's just keep going and see if we can find like a church door, because if he's being held captive because of church.
Tux, the thing is that we have to go into the room full of people to see that.
Well, we can like sneak down a little bit and like.
So the point is, you are going to try and sneak, and what you're going to do is you're going to try and sneak closer.
Yeah.
Everybody who's sneaking closer needs to give me a stealth roll at difficulty 2.
Oh.
Okay. Darn.
Yay.
We are a crowd of people because we are 5 people.
No.
I can blend into the crowd.
If your goal was to say, I'm literally just going to pass through these people, blend in the crowd would finally apply. It does not apply at this point, sneaking up to all of them.
Stealth? What was the difficulty?
2.
God
damn.
now.
All right, you all succeed at getting about halfway further down. You have so you're about halfway down the tower. It's still unlit ramp. You can see that they have a very comfy sort of village here. There are couches and pillows and chairs.
What's the floor temperature like if I put my hand on the floor, just out of curiosity?
The ramp itself is sort of a room temperature, but you can see that the bottom level is some sort of weird squishy substance, because as they walk along, they leave footprints that slowly fill back in.
Who the fuck would want to live in this place?
Is it like AstroTurf or something?
It's like memory foam.
Oh, gross. It's like walking on someone's bed.
Yeah. That's weird.
I mean, they're all walking around without shoes. Like, they have like socks and stuff. It's like a...
Oh, were we supposed to take our shoes off?
Because I'm barefoot all the time, so that I blend in.
You're barefoot all the time? Noted.
Oh, he's gonna die. He's gonna die hard, you man. Why'd you say that?
I'm gonna die hard the shit out of him so many times.
Shoot
He
the
hasn't
glass.
worn shoes in like 30 years. I'm pretty sure his feet are basically sandals.
Shoot the glass.
Shoot the glass.
So has anyone seen any doors that are like significant?
All right. So you're still not close enough to see through the openings along the walls, like to see what's on the other side of them. But you can see that they are not doored, and that they line the entire exterior except for the opposite wall from where you came in, which has a door, which you can't see anything about it or through it.
We need
Where-
to get through that door, guys. Let's see. Let's just go. It'll be fine. Everything will be fine. Nothing could go wrong.
Are you drunk?
Let's door.
We just get the fucking door.
Let's door.
Oh, let's door.
I've made an exact approximation of the tower.
Wait. Yup.
No, up.
That's a Y.
Look, it's really hard to draw with roll 20.
It's that hard to draw that you have that long. Wreckage.
It's really hard to draw with roll 20.
Wreckage. Excuses.
Yup.
I guess it would have been better to do it in uppercase. Look, fuck all y'all haters. I'm not going to do any more approximations. You can just wander around in the fucking dark for all I care.
Yuppie!
No more approximations.
Good.
No more information.
This is a theater of the mind game after all.
Aha.
All right. So,
So yeah, are we going through that door?
Yeah, let's door.
okay, but what is the...
We door.
Yeah, but do you get... No, that's not what I mean. I mean,
We door. Wreckage.
you're just gonna go for it?
We
I
door.
think Nye should go first.
Why? Because she looks the most regal.
No, because she can blend into a crowd.
Yeah,
and just
she could
walk
probably quite comfortably just walk straight through and not be noticed.
Well,
Sure.
she could alone.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
I'll be
Fuck
a
it.
hunchback. I'll climb into her skirt and just be the lump of
Okay, but what is the...
malignant tumor on her back.
So you're just gonna head for the door, and that's it? You're not... Like, what's the... Can you give me the total plan here so I have a little bit of context for
All
the...
right, plan number one. They notice us and go,
Nine
"Hey, you
blocks
can't
through.
be here," and then I shoot. I don't have it anymore. I was going to blow them up, but that's fine. If they say, "Hey, you can't be there," we shut the door again. And we wait for them to come out. Then we hit them with sticks.
If they say you can't be there, I say yes, I can.
Where are you gonna get the sticks?
I have a stick in my bag. It's called a sword.
There are many
Um,
things that a sword...
Technically, he's right. It is a type of stick. It's just pointed on most sides.
It's a
I don't know if
very
it qualifies as a stick.
Yeah, well, I think so. I think plan for me to just kind of go to fancy door and see if it's the right fancy door is, and then I can be like, come back and be like, okay, that's the right door. Let's just.
All I know is
Go.
that we're not going anywhere without
Do you have a key?
moving through doors.
Do you have the key, or are you gonna
I can
go
take.
without?
I can take the key.
You should probably take the key in case the door needs a key. Think?
That's fair.
Okay.
You'd look very silly if you just go up to it and like
Just walk up to it, like,
move, and it's like
Just lean against it for a little bit and then I walk back.
Like as you're walking towards it, you get that dawning realization as you're like,
Oh shit!
it's a
Oh
key.
shit!
Oh,
Oh shit!
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh, fuck.
But then you like bend down and tie his shoelaces for 25 minutes until we can.
All right.
Pull my phone and awkwardly check it for like don't do anything, but I just keep swiping back and forth with my screens.
So here's the thing. Nye,
Yo,
you know how to blend into a crowd.
I do.
So you do two things that you know to do.
Okay. How would she know where a crowd is to go over to it?
She can see 10 feet.
10
I
feet-
assume you guys were like, okay, go this direct, like, go that direction. Got it.
Anyway, Nye, you know, there's one thing that you know to do before you attempt to blend into a crowd, and that's to take your blindfold off. That signifies that you're blind, because you can pass as not blind without it.
Aha.
So you take that off, and with that off, which is a very identifying feature,
Hey person, how's it going?
You look-
Why don't you,
you
look at
literally
me when
look
we
like
talk?
an average middle-aged female is your
Uh-huh.
actual description, and you wear sun iconography, which they do too.
I
Aha.
thought that was supposed to be like incredibly beautiful or some shit.
So no, it's just
Well,
it's
middle aged. Come on.
Anyway, so
Come on.
with your skill for blending into a crowd, and with the context that you wear sun iconography and they do too, and that's going to go they're not going to double check that at all. They're not going to double look.
Mm-hmm.
It is difficulty 1.
Okay.
You can do this.
Now, are you going to put
Got
effort
it.
into it to automatically succeed?
What would that be?
It would be speed for a stealth task.
Yes.
Okay, you automatically succeed.
Boom.
You sure don't want to roll? It's only a 3.
That's how I do.
Don't.
Anytime you roll in this system, you open up for a 1,
Yeah.
which is a GM intrusion.
Including being prepared for combat, apparently, in this fucking game.
So,
Never.
you make it through the crowd, no problem. You can see that all of those alcoves, as you're down there, no, you can't. You can only see 10 feet. So you just beeline for the door. You can't see any of that additional.
Yeah, they're just like, go that way, and I'm just like, I'm going that way because I can't. I'm not going to try anything else.
Eventually, the door shows up in your 10-foot peripheral vision, and you see the key hole.
Mhm.
It requires one.
Boop, boop.
You insert it. The doors open up,
Mhm.
and it is a room exactly like the room that you entered the temple through, the elevator room.
Okay. Go in.
You go in.
Yeah.
The door closes behind you.
Okay.
There's another keyhole in here.
Okay. I go over to it.
Yeah.
Shoop.
All right. The hologram appears from earlier with the 3 buttons.
Hello, Nye.
I push the third one.
All right. The elevator starts moving.
Uh-huh.
After a little while, it comes to a stop.
Do, do, do,
Door opens up,
do, do,
and you're in
do,
another
do,
hallway.
do, do, do. I walk hallway.
This hallway is. There's 2 things about this hallway that strike you.
They attack me?
The wall and the door.
No, strike you as odd. The candles and iconography are missing, but there is an incredibly luxurious and notably ninth world rug down the center.
God, what about a 8 through 1? You just got shit on, bitch. Damn.
The ninth world means present, made by modern people.
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
tell, not a relic of the
Okay.
Why
past.
has it got like Instagram logos on it or something? Like, how do you know that it's like obviously
As you're walking-
ninth world?
As you're walking down the hallway,
Probably just like the fabric and the way it's made or whatever.
as you're walking down the hallway, you come across a door that's on your left. It's just in the wall. It is not.
Good.
It is small compared to all of the other doors you've encountered so far. It is not like the path into another hallway. It is not like the path into an elevator. It's much more like a side room.
Is this where they push all the children because it's a child door?
It's not a child-sized door.
You
It's
said it
just-
was a small door, right?
It's the smallest door you've encountered so far in a place with massive fucking doors.
I put my ear up to it and hit. Do I hear anything?
The sound.
No, but your sight goes through the door
Ah,
because you can cheat like that.
I specialize.
On the other side of this door is an incredibly luxurious room filled with tapestries and hangings, and it has a luxurious carpet. There is a table laden with food and wine and shins and precious metals and gems. There is a massive, nice fucking bed, a beautiful, like, carved wooden desk with really nice writing implements. And also there's like a kennel-sized cage with a kid in it.
There we go.
I got a great idea. Let's lock both our expensive resources and our hostages in the same room.
Perfect. So I like lean back. Do I hear anybody down here, like in the hallway or anything like that? Like any voices echoing around, or?
It is a deathly silent hallway.
Got it. I open door.
You open door, and the kid jumps.
Oh, I mean, like,
And-
Jesus Christ, talk him down from
Does
the
he
ledge
hit his head on the
before.
top of the cage? This is important.
No.
Damn it.
He jumps in the panicky sort of way, not the literal Mario way.
Yahoo!
Yeah.
But you can see he quickly twists his head, sees that you're not who he's expecting, and sort of goes numb after that. Like, he just stops moving and is quiet.
Okay. Yeah. So I like put my finger out to my like do the quiet motion, walk in,
You
shut
can
door.
see that he looks really quizzically at you.
Like shut the door, walk over. Is it like a padlock or any sort of locking
Yes.
mechanism on cage?
There is.
Does my key fit this padlock?
No, this is a normal ninth world padlock, not a ancient tech key for a person cage.
What are you doing? Take the shins.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just
Oh,
take
yes,
the money
rob.
and go.
Rob the money. Yes, Pian. That's what this campaign's all about. Money.
What is in an explorer's pack?
Like
Whatever
rope,
it is, I dump it
blow,
out
blow.
and fill it full of shins.
Scooping the loot.
There are spikes and hammer.
Yeah,
I use spike and hammer to like cook off the lock.
sure. Difficulty 5.
Difficulty 5. Would that be might to reduce that?
This is a synth cage. It is very well made, and it did be might. Yes. Or you could make an argument for like an int-based thing, I suppose.
I mean, she can see the internal workings of it, right? So.
But I'm not trying. I'm like. If
You're
I'm
not
trying
trying
to
to
pick it, but I'm because like I don't have like. If I had like a picking thing, that could help. But I'm just
Yeah.
trying to
Well,
like.
you could kind of like see where it like snaps together and put the spike there and give that a whack.
That's true.
Everybody can see where it fits together because it's a padlock.
Yeah, but she can see
But I have
it
special eyes.
especially, you know?
Yeah, I have specialized.
So you can see it differently than everyone else.
But I see it
even
better.
the most normal person could see where the bar goes into the padlock.
Okay, so down to difficulty 4. I'm gonna do another effort.
What are you doing? Says the boy.
Shh. I said be quiet.
What? I don't.
I'm saving you.
What are you doing? The key's on the table.
That's his next line. The key is in the chest.
I assume if there was a key sitting there, I would have been told.
There's a chest full of crap. Like he says, the key is in the boudoir, the sort of bed chest.
Well, then I go check the chest.
Inside are lots and lots of fancy clothing, but on the top is a journal, a key, and a dagger.
Okay, take
Okay,
key.
take the key, take the dagger, stab the kid, unlock him.
All of that except taking the dagger and stabbing the kid.
Thank you. I'll be here as long as you guys will be.
Yeah, take a key, move cage, use key.
All right, the cage unlocks.
Okay.
Hey,
The kid bites you. You get,
I want you to give me a perception check.
Okay, I'm good at perception.
Difficulty 4.
The kid turns into the old man, and he's just like, "I've been."
This was a test.
You failed.
You failed. Okay, so I take it down to 3. I will pump some int into that.
Oh,
Take
big
it down.
expenditures already. Yeah.
Take it down to 2.
Yeah.
Boop boop. Crap.
Oh.
Couldn't fucking do it if his life depended on it.
There's something really very weird about this room.
Aside
you
from
don't
it
know
being
this one
covered
is.
in shins.
You can't.
Like I
figure
just
it
get
out.
like a weird feeling about the room.
No, there's definitely you're getting one of those tip of the tongue. I know what's wrong about this room, but I'm not What? Fuck. I
Something
can
weird. It might be the turret. Whatever.
I like the idea. I like the idea that it's like the Aladdin treasure room, where it's like, don't touch anything aside from the kid. But then you see like a gemstone that looks like an apple, and you're like, I am pretty hungry.
I am pretty hungry.
And then the whole temple starts melting.
Oh no!
The kid is a genie. He gives us 3 wishes, but we got too greedy.
All right, so you unlock the cage.
What?
You unlock the cage.
Yes, open cage.
It's like, how did you? Who are you? What's going on?
How did you?
It's okay. We're here to get you out. We're here to get you out. Your sister told us you were down here.
Ivana?
Yes, she's safe. We're here to take you to her.
Oh, thank you so much. How did you get past Abrassel?
We did.
I'm good at not being seen.
Very, very sneaky.
So, but then I'm not very good at not being seen.
It's okay.
I heard your voice do a thing there. I don't think it's gonna.
We can make you a hunchback. It's fine.
Yeah. Listen, she has a lot of room for tumors. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like, come on, we're getting you out of here.
But they know that I'm a non-believer. They'll see me immediately, and there'll be problems. Like maybe you snuck in.
Listen.
Take the
You're not
dagger
there.
Get in
and
the
change his
backpack.
face.
You're not there. No, you were there. You sent Nye to do this alone.
Because that's a great idea.
Whose fucking idea was that?
Everybody agreed to it, so it was everyone's idea.
I was like, okay, whatever. I'm sitting here downloading my videos anyway. So
Is there with the elevator? Is that the only way out of here? Not well. I don't say elevator. I say like the moving room or whatever. Like.
It's the only way. I mean, there's another room, but it doesn't go out. It just goes deeper. It goes to the vortex.
Let's go to the vortex and throw the kid in there.
So, wrong time to ask. All right, then I guess we're gonna have to go back the way I came in.
But they're gonna know it's me.
I look around.
And Abrassel's probably gonna be back any second.
I look around. Is there like a is there like a well, my special eyes let me look around everywhere at once.
Yeah, very well.
Is there like a tarp or like a rug?
There's plenty of fabrics and shit.
Put him
it's
in a
really
sack.
nice room. Like
Right,
I said,
so I'm going to like
filled with nice shit, including tapestries and
Oh yeah, rolling up into a
clothing
carpet. And just
how childly is this child?
this child.
On a scale from 1 to Milo, how childly?
This child is, well, he's 8.
I could pick up an 8-year-old.
I mean, yeah, there's no question you can pick him up, but like you're gonna pick him up in the way that when a parent picks up a kid that they're not supposed to be picking up anymore because they're too old and it's like hard. I mean,
Are you gonna pick him up like a dad? and
you
just
do
Throw
the
him
drag
over
him?
his shoulder like a continental.
Yeah, you do the fireman carry.
okay. So are you going
So
to?
I'm gonna tell him like, okay, like put this. I like put the thing over him, and then I pick him as if I'm like carrying like, oh, I'm just getting some lumber or something, and I got a rug over it. I'm just carrying stuff.
I'm just
Not
gonna.
suspicious.
I'm just gonna carry this
Right, I'm
dead
just
body of
carrying
a
stuff.
slave.
I'm moving
that
stuff
just
around.
died.
We're having a ceremony. We're doing a thing. I'm just carrying some stuff.
All right, you're carrying some stuff. So
Carrying some stuff.
Shomei looks very unconvinced by this plan.
It's gonna work fine. It's gonna work fine. Move door.
GM intrusion.
What?
What? What?
Do you accept it or do you not?
I can't not accept it.
How about before
Yes, you
you
can. Don't accept it. Listen, Tux.
No,
Oh,
I
wait.
don't have XP to pay it off.
before
he
you
doesn't have
before
anything
you
else.
say what it is? How about we take a break?
No, I'm gonna say what it is and then we're gonna take a break because it'll be an even better cliffhanger.
Ooh.
As you pick up Shomei for the fireman carry, and you've put him in like a sack or drape whatever over him.
You just Grinch this kid.
There we go.
Room, I ruined it for you.
You swing him around and you're certain you didn't misjudge his size, but his leg catches the table and pulls the tablecloth, and the entire meal and all of the gems and shit that are on the table go clattering to the floor, echoing down the hallway. Break. Because I'm gonna have to ask this of everybody. I need you to describe everything that's on your person.
Like item wise?
Everything that you are carrying.
I'm carrying a child.
Yep.
With a rug on him.
Yep.
I have a speed boost pill.
Uh-huh.
I have a feathered hat.
Yep.
I have stylish clothing.
Yep.
I have razor ring.
Mm-hmm.
I have a decent sized silk.
Mm-hmm.
An explorer's pack with 9 rations.
Right, and everything that the explorer's pack has in it, such as the climbing gear, the nails and the hammers and the etc.
Yeah.
How is your razor ring affixed to you?
I assume like I got like a little thing that I like hang from on my belt or whatever.
I
what
like
is
to
that?
imagine
Can you describe
those. You know
that
how
thing?
you get those key rings that have the string that pull out?
Yes.
Mhm.
I imagine a lot like that.
No.
Well, like because it's like a big ring. Like one side it has like stuff for me to hold it. One side is sharp.
Yep.
So I'm not sure how you would holster that.
Probably think like Xena with her fucking chakram, how she had like a little clip thing.
Yeah, I guess it'd be like a clip thing or something like that. Yeah, that I have like attached to me.
Okay. I need everybody else to answer that question too. Let's start with Milo. Milo, what's everything that's on you?
Oh wait, I will give Ko my other XP from my intrusion because we made an elevator pun.
Yes.
Wow, that's
Okay.
a terrible reason for XP, but okay.
It's a reason.
So I have a very decent, pretty okay sword. I have a short bow.
Do you have a scabbard for that? Is it sheathed?
Nah, it's just like hanging on my belt sort of thing.
Do you just tie it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
I remember asking, does it have a scabbard? And you're like, no. And I'm like, okay.
Okay. Short board, 9 arrows. Do you have a quiver for those 9 arrows?
Nah, they're just hanging out. I don't have a quiver.
I mean, how are you carrying 9 arrows without a quiver? What does that look like? Are they just in your explorer's pack? Do you have an explorer's
I
pack?
don't even have an explorer's pack anymore.
Okay, then. So 9 arrows is pretty hard to just carry without a quiver.
I imagine they're just tied up, and I just like lay them on the ground when I need to shoot the bow. So.
All right. So they're tied to your back or whatever.
Yeah, they're just like you know.
Okay.
I have 4 rations, which I assume are just like
Meat, food,
meat, whatever.
etc.
Yeah. I have a diary and a pen and
Mhm.
ink, whatever,
Mhm.
and sleeping powder.
Got
I
it.
also have a mass nodule.
Right. Where's the mass nodule? Is that also just sort of in your like a pouch or something?
I imagine I have like a
your
messenger
belt?
bag or something like that. Like,
Okay. Oh, so you're imagining a messenger bag. All right. So that's where your like bows are, etc. All right.
yeah.
I need to know what Ko, what do you have on you?
So I've got my hammer, a shield, a knife. I'm wearing my.
No,
meat-
slow down. How are all of those things affixed to you?
All right. So my hammer, I generally just carry
All the time.
pretty much.
No
If
back thing, no hip thing.
If I wanna store it, I have like a strap in the back that I can
Okay.
strap it to.
Right.
as with my shield, the shield is generally on my back. I don't use it a whole lot.
Right, and knife probably hilt.
Knife,
like
yeah, it's like in my knife is like in the
hip hilt. Okay.
Yep. Wearing my
medium
armor.
Yep. You have a bag of small tools.
Yes, which is also on my hip.
Right.
Tucked in that bag are 5 days worth of rations,
5 shins.
along with my shins, and my black armband is on my arm. Also in my bag, I have a warmth projector armor.
Also, I have
thing.
20 shins. I forgot to mention that.
All right.
And I have a chair that can be stored in extra dimensional.
And this is all in a backpack, by the way, right?
Yeah.
All of the odds and ends, the shins, the rations.
No, that's
bag of tools.
No, the bag of tools also holds like my rations and shins. It's like a hip pouch.
Oh, so it's more like so what you're describing is a fanny pack. You have a fanny pack where you store your things. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So
It's a
well,
bag.
it's it's canon now, I guess.
Monty, what do
zip
you
up
have?
my pouch.
I have my explorer's pack full of stuff, which is probably kind of more like a sack that I carry over, like with one strap over my shoulder, sort of thing.
Okay.
So that's got all my explorer gear, and I've got a book of the Numenera. I think that's probably hanging off the side of it. I've got a knife. I keep forgetting I actually have a knife.
Is there anything that you have that isn't in your over-the-shoulder bag?
The knife would be on probably
a
like
hip holster
around my neck.
Hanging around your
would
neck.
require a belt. Yeah,
Like a necklace?
the hunting knife. How they have
okay.
like it's a long strap and a little sheath, something like that. It's mostly used for skinning. That's what they use those for.
Okay.
So I think that's
so it's like a
probably
skinning knife.
Yeah.
And then your magnetic attack drill and nectar dispenser, are those in the back then? The backpack?
Yes. I don't think I'd have anywhere else to really put those. So yes.
And finally, Otter, I don't need to know what you're carrying. Sorry, Pian. I know your mind is blown, but you will all figure out very shortly why I ask these questions, and it will make sense why I don't need to know what Otter is carrying. Okay?
Can I ask one more question?
Yeah, sure.
Do I have an explorer's pack? Because I never was told I have one, but also everybody else has one, and I don't
have one.
You don't have one anymore.
You spend your starting money, and you can choose to have an explorer's pack. And me and Tux did have you spend your starting money. It's how you have like your weapon and etc. So.
Okay, so I do have an explorer's pack.
No, you don't.
I don't. Okay.
No, you don't. Sorry.
Perfect. 10 out of 10.
You can totally get an explorer's pack from Ven if you want. It's like 3 shins. All right. Anyway.
30 from Ven.
He has never over anyway.
What's that? You're in desperate need of an explorer's pack? 35 shins.
Yeah.
Nye.
Yo.
You are carrying Shomei. You are carrying him like a princess that you have rescued. You are super sure that you didn't misjudge his like leg length when you were carrying him, but his legs definitely caught the table, and the whole thing came tumbling down. And it's one of those things where you're like, I was even mindful of it. I'm not sure how it happened.
Man, even IKEA tables in the future suck.
So, am I an idiot or is this weird?
This is weird, but you don't really have time to think about it because it made a huge amount of noise. Like this room, the door on it is not part of the actual complex. It's a door that's been put in by some ninth worlder. So it's not airtight, and it doesn't hold any like sound, and it echoes down the hallway. And that's a huge amount of noise.
Why would they put all of their ill-gotten goods inside of a room that they...
It's a Brassel's room. This is not a treasure pile. It's his room. It's got a desk. It's got his bed. It's got his clothes.
Is his bed like a pile of shins?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was keeping Shomei in a cage in his room.
Yeah.
So, for whatever reason, his foot caught the thing and made a bunch of noise. So I guess I just book it.
So you move out into the hallway is the point.
Yeah.
you move out into the hallway, and you can't see it, because you can only see 10 feet in any direction. But there are heavy footprints coming down the opposite way of the elevator towards you.
Book it! Run!
So I hear people coming towards me?
One. You can't see him. He's further than 10 feet away.
Okay. I am going to try to run and slip past that person.
Wait, you're going to go the other way?
Yes.
No, the other elevator is this way. He's coming down from this way, correct?
He's coming from the opposite way of the elevator.
Yes.
He's not coming from the elevator.
Oh, then yeah, I go to elevator.
Those are the words I used. The opposite of the elevator.
Yeah. That's
I you know, whatever.
Whatever. So you want to try and make it to the elevator first, then?
Yes.
Speed. Difficulty 4.
I put speed into it.
Put effort.
Yes.
You're spending a lot of points today.
Yes, this is true.
If you're sure.
So down to 3.
It's now difficulty 3.
Okay. Aha.
What would you like your minor effect to be?
He's more concerned with his items than me.
Maybe there's a fruit
Unfortunately,
cart.
that's not possible.
Maybe there's a fruit cart in the way, and you knock it down.
Yes.
And there's
Fruit
like
cart in the way.
melons and shit
Also
on
not
the floor.
possible.
And he turns and he's like, whoa!
Yeah, what
And then he
about,
runs into the fruit cart.
what about you close the door before he gets there? Like, or you press the elevator button before he gets there, so you're already like gone. Like it's already like fucking too late.
Is that a thing?
The elevator
insert the key
is
before he gets
there for you to get on. Boom. Singular.
Yeah, it's not there.
No, but did someone call it up? Because I called it down.
Yeah, no. Dave is joking. It's not there. It's there.
Oh, okay.
There is a key to open the door. You have to key it. Then you have to get back in and key it again.
Yeah. Can my minor effect be that I have the key out?
Yeah, you can.
And I can like just okay. Yeah. So I go key whoop, or rather whoop, and then go in
He's right on your heels.
whoop.
All right. Roll me a 1d20.
Just straight D20.
Yep.
Okay. I die 16 times.
All right. You are not sure what happens. You insert the key and you push the button to close the door. And as you're doing it, you can hear that he's about to enter your 10-foot sight radius. Like he's that close. But instead of entering his 10-foot sight radius, you get thrown against the back of the elevator. The elevator is still going up and the door closed. But something threw you against the back of the elevator.
Is the kid okay?
You don't take any damage. Maybe the kid's a little bruised. You sort of ran and hucked him into the elevator. And
Kid's dead.
No.
There's a window on the
fine.
other side of the elevator, and you threw him through it by mistake.
I don't think so.
You didn't take care of Abrassel at all? He's still alive?
We just need to get you out of here.
Oh.
That was a really convincing, heartbroken cry. There.
He starts crying. Wow.
That is not
Look,
the noise he was trying to make, though.
look,
The noise
we
he made
didn't-
was very.
We didn't have a great budget for our child actors.
Come
It's
on,
the
guys.
director.
No,
It's the
he was
director's
not trying to
kid.
be sad. He was trying to be like,
it's the
"Oh,
director's
that's
kid. We let him on the show. We let him on the show. Just to like, okay, come on.
all right, stop telling the joke. He wasn't. That was not a sad. That was not bad sad. That was him going, "Oh, you guys are idiots." That's the noise he was making.
Oh.
That's the noise he was making. He made it accurately.
So you never rescued anybody before? That's not how this works.
So, well,
I'll just
I guess
lock the elevator. I push the emergency elevator button to lock it in place once I get to the top.
Numenera difficulty 10. You can't succeed at difficulty 10. Don't actually try.
Right. Yep.
I could, because I have a Numenera as a skill.
You still couldn't succeed at difficulty 10.
And then I put effort into it.
You still couldn't succeed at difficulty 10.
Why, what's difficulty 10?
30. It's passing 30 with a D20.
What have I told you? I'm amazing.
You're not.
What if I got a 20? Is that an
So elevator.
No, 20 doesn't succeed. It does not succeed if the difficulty is higher than 20. That's something to keep in mind about the system. If you can't actually lower it to being succeedable, then you don't roll, you just fail. Anyway, right, elevator. So it's rising. Are you putting him back in the satchel or whatever? The bag, the covering?
Did I drop him?
Oh yeah. In the chaos
Okay.
of making it to the elevator, you definitely didn't keep him hidden.
Oh. I guess. Yeah, because like the people upstairs wouldn't have heard the commotion.
Nope.
So yeah.
All right.
Plan's still golden. Plan's still golden.
You've got a. All right. You're now holding a sack.
Yes. Right. It's just a sack.
Right.
Just a sack of stuff.
Blend into a crowd.
Yep.
And you're gonna blend into the crowd.
Mhm.
So here's my question: are you going to try and are you going to prioritize blending into the crowd or making it back to your friends quickly?
Yes.
No, listen. Blend into the crowd.
Good answer.
Yes.
Probably blending. How long does how long does the elevator take versus how long it'll take me to get to my friends?
The elevator had a 20-second ride, going all the way across the thing and up the ramp halfway. Is if you were traveling at the speed that you would choose to travel to blend, would take like a minute, maybe a minute 15. Now, if you're just gonna book it, that's gonna draw some unwanted attention, maybe, and but you would get there faster.
Okay, here's the thing. But no, Wreckage asked a specific question, so something's gonna happen. Fucking do whatever the fuck you want, Tux. It doesn't matter.
Look, the specific question I asked is: are you prioritizing your stealth or how quickly you
We're
get back
dead.
to your friends?
Wreckage. We
But, like-
understand we're dead. It doesn't matter.
Are you playing my character? What's happening here?
Blending?
You're gonna have to prioritize blending. In that case, it is difficulty 3. That is including your ability already.
Yeah. Well, because timing wise, I should really get most of the way there. Because that's the elevator has to go down and up.
Also, I have an argument. If Naya's blending into the crowd, then he would have a harder time finding her.
Exactly.
He runs out of the crowd. Hey,
Are you
look
gonna
for someone who's carrying a child.
Are you going to put any effort into this?
Which would it be?
Speed for stealth.
I'm gonna use my action recovery first. Boom.
All right. Are you going to put effort into
Yes.
this? All right. Now it is difficulty 2.
Boom. Boom.
Nice.
Barely. Yeah. No one pays you any mind as you pass through the crowd, even though you are now having a sack.
Yeah. Just person with a sack.
That may or may not be particularly good at pretending to be a sack.
Just a person with a sack. Just a person with a sack.
that isn't moving. That's weird.
It's just chicken. There's chicken in there. It's nice in there. Just got a sack. Moving
The
on.
child goes, bagog.
You make it to the ramp when the elevator opens up, and you hear a booming, deep voice say,
My name is Jeff.
a booming, deep voice shouts, "Who was it?" And all activity immediately stops.
Not me.
Now, Nye, all activity immediately stops. You're like 10 steps from the ramp. Do you stop?
You said I was at the ramp.
You're at the ramp. You are at the ramp, but you have to go all the way up. So, but everybody's stopped. So are you going to go up the ramp or stop with everybody?
Well, all their attention is like right there. I'm over here. I'm just gonna keep going.
So you're going to keep going?
Yeah, they're all like focused on each other.
No, they're all focused on the guy who just shouted, who's focused.
Right, exactly.
Who's focused on the room.
He can't look at the whole room.
He doesn't have the disability you have, to your knowledge. He can see just fine.
But he's like looking at the people.
All right, like, so what's the answer? Are you going to go up the ramp or not?
I keep going.
You keep going. Pian?
Yeah, me and Doc are just like, oh my god.
You're the only thing moving in a
Yes,
room full of
I
people that just turned and looked at the dude.
Like, you can't. He's immediately gonna notice you're going up
Nope.
the ramp.
Nope.
So,
I
this
blend into the
voice
crowd.
who was it? And everybody stops, and there's some murmuring. It's like, oh, what do you need?
And there's some pitter patters up the
And then, like,
I'm not stomping up the thing. I'm just going.
yeah,
I
you're
said
just going. Which,
pitter-patters.
so from the camera angle of a Brassel, we literally see the entire room stop, look at him, start tending to him, and then like a person walking up the ramp in the back, and the camera zooms in at that thing. And a Brassel shouts, "Stop that woman!" And everybody in the room turns and sees you going up the ramp, and you hear that,
And my friends do
Well,
something now.
and everybody, I don't know. What?
And I shout, "That's no woman, that's a lady!"
Yeah. We yelled, "Get her!"
Wait, what?
What are the reactions to stop that woman? What is Nye's reaction, first of all?
Start running.
Okay, you start running. Everybody else?
Down the ramp.
Down the ramp.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
you would
help.
catch up faster.
Let's stagger on the ramp so we're all like a little bit like.
Yeah, like I think maybe we should try to escape up the ramp and maybe head
No,
down.
here's what we do. Here's what we do. We have an assembly line, right? And we pass the kid from one to another,
Aha.
and then we.
Yeah, that'll move faster than just carrying him. That's how physics works, right? That's like the
Can
Pathfinder
confirm.
railgun.
I am physics major. Yes.
The Pathfinder railgun, where you have a bunch of servants ready up, passing a broom, and since ready up happens instantly, a broom passes through like 10 servants instantly and accelerates to the speed of light. And then
Yes,
shoots.
I do remember reading about that. Yes, I do remember reading about that.
Like the stupidest thing. It's like I can just imagine a 20-minute scenario of you explaining it to your GM how it's going to work, and then the GM just goes, "It doesn't work like that."
But the rules say.
But the rules say the broom travels instantly, so it's going at the speed of light. It's like, no, it doesn't work that way. That's why there are GMs. You're an idiot.
You know what? If I was the GM, though, I'd be like, yeah, okay, let's see what happens.
It's called a railgun.
You'd have to say, "All right, you know what? Just this once, I'm going to let you have it."
Yeah, you shoot
Next
a
time,
giant,
no.
you shoot a broom through fucking space and time, and then a new
mhm.
monster comes out that you have to fight. Boom.
Yep.
You want to fuck with me? Don't fuckle the fuckle. You know what I mean?
Or you could go even more physics and say, well, if an object travels at the speed of light within air, it actually triggers a fusion reaction, and there's a nuclear explosion right
Yeah,
where.
and now the atmosphere is on fire.
And now we
All
start
of
playing
you are
Apocalypse World.
all of you are dead.
Everything's
Cause
going
it-
to plan.
All of your peasants have died. You've died.
Actually,
We're starting
I
a
have
new
cloak
campaign.
of fire immunity.
Well, nuclear explosions aren't fire; they're radiation. You're dead.
We're starting a new campaign that's based on the legacy of the broom. The only thing that survives,
wasteland.
the only thing that survives is the fucking broom, and it becomes a religious cult iconography.
All right, so you're running up the ramp.
Yep.
Everybody else is your team are all running down the ramp to get to you faster. All of the, well, not all of them. So there's panic on the floor. People are darting into their alcoves, and you can hear, like, if you stop and listen for a moment, which you're not going to, but for the sake of the audience, we hear them like rummaging through their things and the sound of like steel on steel as they're pulling out where they store their weapons.
Is there anyone running up the ramp behind her at this point?
Not yet, because no one's gotten anything. But Abrasil is confidently striding out through the middle of the room, like with the chaos just around him as
I'ma
people
get
dart.
you, bitch. That's what she's saying.
So, Wreckage, what I'd like to do is, as Nai is running up, I'm running down. I want to position, like, how wide is this ramp?
2 people wide.
Okay, so I'm going to position myself in a wide stance.
Yep.
And remove my shield from my back and hold it like a frisbee.
Come at me,
Why?
motherfuckers.
Confuse them. I see what you're
have
doing.
Have you ever seen that GIF where like it's in like the kitchen of a fast food restaurant and the dude like throws a tray and the other guy slips on it?
Yep.
That's what I have in mind.
Okay. I'm going to promise you that won't work with a shield.
Why?
I mean, you could
Because
just
shields
you
aren't slippery.
Okay, you could just angle tap a motherfucker, make him roll down the hill, and
Shields
knock
are
everyone
coarse.
down.
Try this.
And
I
heavy.
need over a water
I
repellent.
mean, but I'm gonna try to trip them up because they're coming up a
You're just
hill.
going to throw it at his legs.
Yeah.
You're going to throw anything at his legs.
Yeah,
It
my
happens
shield.
to be a shield.
Does anyone have a bag of marbles?
Yes, I do. The bag of marbles also can sleep everyone. So here's what I do. I coat the marbles in a.
You don't have marbles.
I coat the marbles.
You don't have marbles.
I coat the marbles in
You
cocaine,
don't have marbles.
and I throw them at people.
He does have
Dave, you
crayons.
don't have any marbles.
He does have crayons, though. That has been established. You could roll those down.
He doesn't have.
I have
May
proverbial
have
marbles.
crayons back at the cart, but I've asked you for everything you're carrying, and you didn't. Say,
I
he
have
did say writing. He said a pen and quill for writing, but he didn't say crayons. Not that it matters, because crayons don't roll down ramps well anyway.
Right, but marbles do.
Marbles do because they can turn, they can curve.
Mhm.
It's a curved ramp, so the crayons would just go into the wall because they can't turn because they're crayons. Have you ever rolled crayons down something? I have.
I'm
I
gonna
did it
find
earlier today.
Wreckage.
Right. So Abrasil's striding confidently down. Nai, you catch up to Ko. Ko, you're stopping.
Yeah, and actually, instead of taking the wide stance, I still have my shield ready, but I whip out my interdimensional chair and put it down and sit in it and wait.
What are you doing, Monty?
I'm standing next to him, looking slightly confused, but acting like I know exactly what's going on.
All right, you're blocking the ramp with Ko.
Yes.
Otter, what are you doing?
I am like being like this to Nai and running back up the ramp with her.
All right, so you're running back up the ramp with 9. That's a great idea. Milo, what are you doing?
I mean, how far away do I have to be before I can like wiggle my fingers and make a dead person into a not so dead person?
You have to be touching them.
All right, guys, kill
You
me
also
a
don't have a
dude.
dead person.
Kill
And throw
me a
him at
dude,
you.
and then I'll make him into our friend, and then we'll just slowly turn the tides. Right? That's how this works. Yeah.
But I mean, they're all below you. You can just get your bow out and start shooting down at people if you just want to randomly murder folks. I mean, that's the thing, right?
Yeah,
you know what? You know what? I'm cool with GTFOing because there seems to be a lot of people, and no offense, but a shield is not going to stop a billion people.
So it's
Here's
not
what'll
very
happen.
wide. I'm trying to slow them down.
30 people will run up the ramp and you'll be like, and then hit one dude, and then like 30 people.
Like one
will
dude
pass.
falls into like a couple other people, and then
Domino.
it's dominoes.
Okay. Well, I'll be laughing at you from heaven.
I assume it'll be like dominoes and be vastly disappointing.
If you're laughing at me from heaven, that means you
That was a
die
pizza
and I
joke.
live.
So Milo, what are you doing? Are you running up the ramp with Nye now that you've caught up with Nye? Are you turning around with Otter and Nye and running up? Or are you going down to this makeshift defense that Monty and Co are presenting?
God, on one hand, I wanna do combat. On the other hand, I wanna get the fuck out. So I'm just gonna.
So
run
get.
up. I'm
right.
gonna run the ramp.
Co, Monty,
Yeah.
your friends are not with this defend the ramp plan. Are you going to continue to defend the ramp?
Maybe as I'm running away, I'm just like, that's a terrible idea. You guys are
It's-
stupid, and I
it's-
believe that I'm gonna die at any moment.
It's not that I'm defending the ramp. I just want to
buying time.
slow them down a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's what I figured. Yeah, good.
I'm not. It's not some last
Sacrifice yourself
stand me
to the
versus
GM?
60 people.
I take out my viscous grease, and I start to coat the ramp in it.
You don't have what?
Yeah, I use that.
You don't have viscous grease.
Damn it! I always got away
Ask for everything you have. There's a reason I asked for Co.
Yeah.
I was going to GM intrude Dave because he's doomed, but it feels like more of a GM intrusion on you at this point.
Okay.
I'm doomed, man. Come on, you can do me.
But no, I know later.
Oh, come on, man. I want to get GM intrusioned.
Can I also say
Later.
I have not been GM intruded on for
Don't worry. Everybody will get a GM intrusion this session. Don't worry about it. I'll spread the love. But
Fucking
really,
spoilers.
this feels like a GM intrusion for Co. just because of how earnest he is about sitting in his chair with his shield.
I mean, he's never used his chair until now.
I know.
Just
The
give
perfect
him this one.
opportunity.
Just give him this one.
Hey, you could throw your chair at someone, bring it, recall it back, and just keep
Nah, I
throwing
can't do
it.
that. I can't do that. It doesn't do that.
I take out my marbles.
There is an oddity that's a bag of marbles.
Like an
my
infinite
God.
bag of marbles.
Is it
We
an
need some- we
infinite
need-
bag of marbles?
It's like
No.
really tiny, but
man.
millions of marbles. Come
It
out.
is just a bag of marbles. There's an oddity that's just a bag. It's not infinite. They're not weird. They're just
Wow,
marbles.
man, I
you'd
want an
You'd think
infinite
that,
bag of
wouldn't you? You find
marbles.
like a bag of these weird round glass things with shapes inside them. What are they? It's something
Yeah, no,
weird.
like that's sufficient to be an oddity.
What if I told you kids used to slam them against one another in order to compete in a domination effect of who wins all the marbles?
A Brassel strides confidently out through the chaos.
and he pushes you guys away.
You notice that he. Let's describe Brassel first of all. He looks like a not so like pristine. Oh, you know what he looks like?
Matt Damon.
Matt
No.
Damon.
No,
Matt
not
Damon.
not
He's Matt Damon.
He's
No,
Matt
not-
Damon.
No, he looks like Jeff Bridges.
Wait, like
Like,
the dude
what-
Jeff Bridges or like Tron
But
Jeff
that's not-
Bridges?
Tron Jeff Bridges, but ripped.
But that's not Matt Damon.
No, you know the version of Jeff Bridges that is the computer version in Tron that's
Yeah.
also like perfect and ripped, like and doesn't age.
Yeah.
That's the Jeff Bridges that you see, the like ripped one. Dude's ripped. He also is wearing like the nicest vestment you've seen in the entire cult. It's a
It's not yellow.
vest.
Oh, okay, it's yellow.
It's a yellow vest, but it's like shiny yellow, and it's inladen with all of the symbology that we've seen so far. And it's also like this dude is wearing combat armor underneath his vestments. He wasn't expecting a fight either, which means this dude just wears it all the time.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
worth
he's a
noting-
pussy.
It's worth noting that they are synth. His armor is all synth. He takes out a cipher, hucks it at the ground. The cipher hits the ground, turns into a blue circle. He steps on it, and the blue circle accelerates upwards quickly, and he leaps out onto the top of the ramp in front of Otter, Nye, and Milo.
It's that scene where we all like we like quickly like come to a stop, stare at each other, and then
Push
turn
him.
around and run the other way.
Push him.
Yeah, push him
Push
off.
him. Push him off.
I push him off.
Now, hold on a second. First of all, Ko, you got an experience point. Who just gets your other experience point?
I'm gonna give it to Monty because he's standing with me and he's not running like a little scaredy cat.
Got it. Monty
We
gets
will
next.
hold the line.
I need initiative from everybody.
Push him off.
That's just a D20, right?
Yeah.
If you have skill,
3.
if you have any relevant skills, then it gives +3. But I don't think anybody yet has an initiative skill.
Yeah, that's super weird that they wouldn't give like the speed-based characters initiative-based skills. That's not.
I just can't win.
Pian,
I just
Yeah.
can't.
This is
Yeah.
a good time to get your ones out.
yeah, initiative ones are not GM intrusions.
Bullshit!
So
I've had you fucking pull that on me before.
no, I haven't. They aren't.
I
said
could have
this-
sworn we
I
got a
could have
GM intrusion
sworn.
on
I
one.
could have sworn.
Because I think I rolled a 1 also.
maybe on Milo because he's doomed. I'm pretty sure I have been consistent about this.
I think you actually did with the dog things.
Yeah,
the
I'm
broken
pretty
hounds.
sure you
Yeah.
did.
It was the dogs because I rolled a 1 also and we
Guys,
GM
are
intrusion.
you trying?
Oh no, that was because it was like 3 ones though, and I was like, okay, I have to do something.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't because it was like just one person rolled a 1. It was like your third one, and it was in the fight as when we got. Anyway, whatever. The record can be re-examined, and we can say what happened. Anyway, so you don't get a free GM intrusion is the point. Although this would be a great place for it. You guys do in fact go first though, because all that matters is
Push him off.
on the team rolled highest. Monty rolled higher than a Brassel, so you guys do go first.
Push him
Oh,
off.
I push him off.
Otter, you try and push him off.
I push him off.
All right, give me a like I don't know, like a tackle check.
She has powers though, right?
Oh,
Oh, you
my
gotta-
god! Wait, no, that won't push a human though.
Yeah, it
Will
won't push a
No, it
human.
will. No,
No.
that's like what it's for. Yeah, I push him off.
No,
Push Milo.
Push says it can't be used defensively, so you can't push him off a cliff with push.
That's bull.
What if the cliff is self-imposed? What if it's a proverbial cliff?
What if? Okay, what if this? What if he's
Metaphorical
coming?
cliff.
What if? Okay, how about this? What if I see him coming up into the air and then I push him before he lands, and then he hits the wall and tumbles down?
What if it's an emotional cliff?
He definitely lands because that's part of the GM intrusion, so you can't interrupt him landing.
I push him to try to push.
Could
him
you
off.
push the ground away from his feet?
I mean, you could still push him.
It's memory
back out
foam.
of immediate.
Push the
range.
memory foam down. He tries to step and he goes, whoa!
Push
And he
the memory
falls.
foam down like a couple more
The
inches.
memory foam is at the bottom level, not the ramp. The ramp is metal. We discussed this.
So push the memory foam that's underneath the ramp, and the ramp will go down.
I am going to kill myself. Please, just
I mean, don't
Play the
do it
game.
until we've had some World of Darkness shenanigans, you know?
then stop. Stop driving me to it.
Okay, fine. You don't push him. You push his armor.
What if we push the world around him? You know, like,
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna jump.
Push the air inside his body.
I'm gonna climb up on my roof.
Push his blood.
yeah,
Jump
Push
off
his
my roof.
blood.
Please play the game. I really want to
Okay.
get to the rest of this
Then
adventure.
let me push him off the fucking cliff right now.
I can't let you do it. Push can't be used defensively. It can only interact with things.
I literally, it's literally to push him.
whoa. I don't know how I feel about you now, Peter.
wreckage.
We use the you got ciphers? Any ciphers? Anybody?
I have a ring that gives 2 armor. That's not gonna fucking help you.
That's gonna help quite a lot.
Is there water anywhere, wreckage?
Yeah, I mean, there's like pots filled with water down there, but I mean.
Well, wait, great. Fucking
You could
helps
jump
me
on one
out.
of them.
Was there
You guys have so many weapons and shit, and you're just
Nice
like,
onslaught.
this guy just appeared on top of this ramp. I don't know what to do. Ah! Ah!
Wreckage, I shoot him in the face with my bow.
There we
Alright.
go. A good
Finally.
decision.
I literally just said I onslaughted. Okay, whatever.
All right. Well, okay. Hold on a second. Milo.
I
will
was
go first.
waiting. Oh, no, I was waiting for Pian to do it, but she was in
right.
around, so you know.
All right.
I-
It's all right. All right. All
Mhm.
right. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I short bow
Okay.
him. I bow him.
Right.
You know
Short
what?
bow.
You know what I actually do? I will run at him, wreckage,
tackle him?
and I want to slap the mass nodule on the bitch.
Oh.
Okay, doke. You. Right. So, this is like a.
Now
tackle.
let me just ask you this:
Mhm.
if I put the mass nodule on, he's not going to be like, "Well, I'll just take off my shirt." Like it's not going to be anything like that, is it?
I believe you can make the Nash nodule. It's 10 times heavier. So
Yeah, but like if I put it on him on the outside of his thing, and it's just on his like leather armor or some shit, he can't
Just
just be
like
like,
smack it onto his face. Just like.
So the thing, it matters what you make 10 times heavier. So if you make his leather armor 10 times heavier, if it's too heavy for him to lift, then obviously he just crumples to the ground. But if it's like a leather armor and 10 times is not actually all that much heavier, he could take it off. It would be like a weighted training vest.
"Oh, okay." So how do I attach it to his ego?
Boom.
In Numenera, you could actually. Like, there are a series of circumstances where you could probably increase the mass of someone's ego.
All right, yeah. My aim is to put it onto his face.
All right, tackle. This is a might action,
Mm-hmm.
and it is difficulty 5.
5, huh? Okay. Am I able to like? Okay, so I know this isn't D&D or anything like that, but is it possible that he's distracted by the people putting up a
No.
line of defense?
Nope. He's circumvented that completely, so he doesn't give a shit. And he's landed right in front of you guys. There's the 3 of you. He cares about the woman. He's dead-eyed on you.
All right, yeah, great. That's exactly what I'll do then. Okay, so 5, you said.
5.
All right. Did I increase my effort? No, I didn't. Pretty sure that's the one thing I didn't do. All right. I will decrease it by using my might pool. So that's now 4. And can I maybe get away with using contortionist to sort of like get under his legs and come at him from behind?
Absolutely not.
No? Okay. Alright. Okay, let's go. 4 it is.
Do it.
Wish me luck, boys.
Oh,
Fucking 0 successes.
my
That's
God.
perfect. Let's go. I did it. No problems.
As soon as you move within 10 feet of a brassel,
He brassels me.
all of you feel yourself pulled back by your clothing and your satchel, and it's like hitting a wall.
What do you mean, pulled back?
It's like you pass fine into 10 feet within
Oh,
him.
I get it. He can use push, but we can't.
No.
I see how it is.
You and your
He's
clothing.
like Magneto, but with cloth.
No, he's like Magneto, but Magneto. The metal in your backpacks is forced 10 feet away from him at all times, and you can't approach him. You slam into a wall as the arrows in your satchel and the mass nodule in your hand.
That's why it doesn't Madder than Otter because she literally has fucking metal
In her body.
right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So he can't get
Great. 10
near
out of
us? So we're fine. He can't get near us. Just run at him. Just push him off.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
sure that's
float.
exactly how it works.
I float on
10.
his
Give me the
10
child!
field.
Give me the child! Give me the child! Give me the child!
Whoa.
Give me the
Whoa,
child!
calm down. Otter, calm the fuck down. Use your words.
I wish to eat the child. You know, if
Give
you
me a child!
why would you need the child? You suffer the same issues everyone else does here.
You guys don't really have time to talk. You see it happen. You get forced back. You're processing it. Who else takes a turn, by the way? Piano was going to onslaught. You still doing that?
I onslaught him.
What's
All right.
onslaught again?
Yeah, I'll fucking onslaught this.
It's a int attack. It's a magic spell that does 4 damage.
It's mind bullets.
It's a mind bullet.
Oh.
Are you going to use
I
effort
do
to
it.
hit
I
or to do
just-
damage, or neither? Or both? You don't have 2 effort yet. But,
Neither.
Mhm.
I'm gonna effort to do damage.
Okay. Spend it's a total of 4 int, so spend only 2 int. And then roll a 1d20 difficulty 5.
Oh.
Like we just
Jesus Christ. Could
we
you-
yeah,
I was like, okay.
it's a sad burp. We described this earlier. The ring of force emits from Otter's head, collides with the wall behind Abrassel, and like melts the plating there in a smear.
Yo.
But she misses. Who else is taking an action?
So-
I am. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Tux.
Well, I was trying to. So where is he, like in the middle of the hall? So like we can't move past him now.
Yeah, he's at the top of the ramp where the hallway with the candles is.
Okay. Well, yeah. You go, Ko. I got nothing.
All right. So first of all, I beg to differ that shields aren't slippery because I've seen Lord of the Rings and Legolas rode one downstairs shooting bow people. So I just
Yeah,
want to
but
point that out.
That didn't require slipperiness; it required rigidness because he was sliding down stairs.
But I thought the ramp was rigid and only the floor was squishy.
Yeah, no, the ramp is rigid, but my point is that there wasn't a full contact surface with Legolas. He was skimming across the corners of stairs.
Oh, so my shield is kind of like curved. It's like literally like a flat board.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like wood and stuff, so it's just gonna
Oh.
screech along. Yeah.
all right. So I'm assuming people are coming up the ramp in range with me.
No, the cult hasn't organized yet. There's still just chaos down there.
Is there such a thing as like holding or preparing an action in Numenera? Like, can I prepare to throw the shield at the people coming up? Like, can it trigger as they come up? You know, like a
I mean,
D&D
you
thing?
can trigger anyone you want, really. You just got to know the right words.
I mean, you could hold an action. That is something you can do.
Okay.
But there is no guarantee that on their next turn they will become organized and head up the ramp. So you could just sit there.
There's no metal in my shield then? It's like a wood shield.
It's probably got metal bracings, especially for like where the I imagine that the way that
okay.
the loops are installed are with bolts. I imagine.
Right.
What
What about my chair?
Your chair is entirely made out of synth. Like,
But it's
thick
not
hard-
metal.
Not metal. Synth is separate from metal.
And I've seen what's happened, like what happened with Milo and all that, right?
Only Milo could feasibly know that the reason he was forced back is
Okay.
because of metal.
All right.
To everyone else, it just looks like cowardice.
Well, no, it does look like you hit a wall of force, like
Right.
because you do that sort of comical thing where like your legs are in the air for a second, like wiggling a little bit, and then you get like forced out. So he's clearly got magic powers.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna hold where I'm at for right now.
So you're gonna do what now? You're gonna hold your action?
Yeah.
Attack anybody who comes up the ramp by throwing your shield at them specifically.
Correct.
Got it. Monty, action, Nye, action.
How far away up the ramp are they? Like, how big of a gap did they get?
You guys said you stopped halfway, so you have to go the entire rest of the way, which would be a double move to put yourself in melee range of a brassel.
Because I mean, these people at the bottom of the ramp, I was kind of expecting some of them to just rush up. I wasn't expecting everyone to run off to get weapons.
Yeah,
But
no one's gonna
guess-
just rush you with their bare hands. This isn't Skyrim where it's like a dragon attacks, drop what you're doing, punch it. No, it's like, oh fuck this, a fight. I'm gonna go get my shit. I'm gonna go get my shield and my weapon and my Numenera gizmo.
I like the idea that
I can't really leave.
Go on.
Yeah, I can't really leave Ko here to deal with this horde of armed people that
You're
are
allowed to be
coming at
like, Ko, come up the ramp with me. Don't stay here.
I'm gonna grab the chair and start dragging him backwards up the ramp while he's still facing down it. He's
Oh,
gonna be
good
like a
idea.
shield behind me.
There
and
you
I'm gonna
go.
Drag him up.
Fine.
I'm like a mobile battle station.
I'll allow
Right.
it. Under these specific circumstances, I'll allow it. You can double move up the ramp. But now, Ko, there's literally no way they're going to make it to you on their turn. Because
That's
they're at the
fine.
bottom of the ramp now.
Doesn't
Are you
matter.
still
Had
holding-
sex, man. Doesn't matter.
I'm
had
still
Boom.
ready to go.
Boom.
All right, Nye, you're the last hero with a action.
You said you're a very
We all
condescending,
die
by the
after
way.
you finish your action, just so you know.
No pressure.
I use fast talk to convince him that the Vortex has called me to bring this child away.
Fucking get wrecked, wreckage.
All right.
Get shit on wreckage.
Get wrecked.
Any task to convince a brassel of anything increases to level 7 difficulty.
Oh, okay. We're cheating. That's how it works.
No, literally. A brassel, as a cult leader, is pathological and single-minded. Any task to convince him of anything is level 7.
Then I do nothing. I can't pass a 21 roll.
Well, no. So doesn't your thing lower it?
Nope.
It does lower it. It just gives it. It just opens it up. What is the exact wording?
It lets me talk to people differently. It's weird.
Okay.
I've never really got what it.
Effort, maybe?
After I was told it doesn't just let me do things, I never really got the point of it.
Yeah.
Because without it just letting me convince people of stuff, it basically means you're really good at talking to people, but I'm already good at talking to people, so I'm not really sure what it does for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then
Give me and child.
Let's see. I can't do it. Can I take an action to like help somebody on their next action? Is that a thing?
You have a pill boost that decreases the difficulty of the next task you do by 3. Oh, it's only speed defense.
It's only speed defense.
Ah, all right.
And I feel like holding something in my arms this big would already make me not as.
You don't have to hold Shomei anymore. Shomei has working legs. You put him in a sack and carried him for the illusion. The illusion is this. We haven't stealthed out, so you can put him down and don't have to carry a child anymore.
Give him a weapon, make him earn his way out.
Guess I still can't fight this person though.
It's time to learn to fight.
Yeah, I'll put him down. I guess
Yeah, put
him
down.
running is better than me carrying him.
Give him the lethal injection.
Oh, I thought you meant just like throw him over the edge and be done.
Oh no! I put him. I set him onto his feet so he can move. And then I
Can you throw the rug at Ambrosia and to blind him?
I don't think so.
Nah.
Can you put the rug up like a curtain and then reveal it and he's
I'm
gone?
not here.
Ah,
And then he's gone.
I perform prestidigitation. Naya performs her idle animation.
It's also like
It just says AFK above your head.
It's
Yeah,
also coupled with a seduction roll. So
I'm not allowed to persuade him.
No, you can. It's
No, I
difficult.
can't. No, I can't.
I know.
You can't. I literally can't. You can't roll a 20. You can't pass a 21 with a D20.
Well, you can with effort, technically. We really need to have the text for fast talk up because I keep forgetting. I keep every time we look it up, I remember how it's supposed to work, and it makes sense after I read it, but then it disappears from my mind almost immediately.
It's basically
You can get them to do.
You convince the creature to take one reasonable action in the next round. Reasonable action should not put the creature or its allies in obvious danger or be wildly out of character, so that wouldn't have worked anyways. But it might be more than could be accomplished with a simple persuasion task. So basically, all it does is be like, I can
It's
kind of
persuade.
persuade people a little better than a normal persuade roll.
Right.
TLDR, Glint is useless.
No, it would be super useful against anybody other than a brainwashed cult leader or single-minded cult leader who actually believes that he is the Messiah. It's kind of hard to tell him what the Vortex is.
yeah, imagine if that was the case, then we wouldn't have the great game that is Far Cry 5. You know what I'm saying?
Valid. So
Because
you put Show Me Down, and you're going to do nothing else?
I
You're gonna
can't.
hold action?
I can't do anything else. I can heal somebody if they're hurt. And since nobody is hurt,
What you're gonna do is you're gonna pull a Thea here.
basically,
All right. So you put Show Me Down, and pass turn. Show Me books.
Okay.
He runs right past a Brassel,
great.
and down the hallway.
Down the hallway or
Down the religious hallway. The iconography.
So he's heading out. This is what we wanted.
Yes.
He books down the hallway. A Brassel does double take. And is not immediately sure what to
Wait,
do.
there was a
next.
kid in that rug?
I thought you were just stealing my rug.
I thought you were just taking my rug.
My rug.
Really ties the room together.
I mean, it is.
That rug tied the room together.
Which is even better because he's played by Jeff Bridges.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is
Exactly.
Huh. So, a Brassel does double take, and rolls a critical 1.
Hey, player intrusion, right? That's
Player
right.
intrusion.
Everyone gets to
and-
attack him.
Decides that Shomei
Ain't got no way.
is the more important target.
How is that a critical 1? Anyway,
Well, because he's not going to fight you. He turns and goes after Shomei.
but the whole quest is to rescue Shomei.
Right. But they're both
We
headed
don't
towards
die
the
this
door.
turn.
Yeah,
so-
and nobody gets fought. It's your guys' turn.
Okay. So
I run forward.
is the
Yeah.
nodule made out of metal?
Yes.
And there's that, like, in my other attempt, was I able to at least maybe try and like fight against the force field?
Not that you noticed. You've also had sufficient time to put together that it was the metal on your person and communicate it to everybody else.
Okay, but there's no way that I could apply this nodule to him.
This nodule, no.
How convenient. Okay.
You guys are all. You can keep the range. Otter, if you follow him, you're still in range for onslaught. You're muted also.
I do it.
All right. Effort to hit or to damage, or neither.
Neither.
Effort to damage.
I like you, Pian. You're all the way. You're. It's all or nothing with you. 5.
Damn right it is.
You gotta know when to hold them, and then the thing about folding them.
So what?
all
how
right.
much extra damage does that give you? Like 1?
She does 7 damage total.
That's pretty
Nice.
chunky. From 4 to 7. Yeah.
From 4 to 7. Your force attack hits him in the back, and his mage vestment, occultist vestment burns off on the back and falls off on the front. It collides with a synth, like body plating that he has underneath, which starts to boil. He reels in pain, and he goes to fall, like he loses his feet. His footing. Sorry, not his feeding. His footing. He loses his footing.
His feeding wreckage. His feeding.
His barrel stops working.
His barrel stops working.
Hey.
But as he tilts forward to fall, he doesn't. He just sort of slides in a diagonal position along the ground and then regains his footing and keeps walking and keeps running after Shome.
Show me. I don't wanna to me. Tell
All right. Everybody else.
So we know that we're not going to get close to him with metal, right? Like that's.
I assume Milo has communicated it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
All right. Yes.
Cool, because I'm gonna like just drop my bag
And your knife.
and the knife and just run after him because I don't. They're not metal claws. They're claws.
Are you going to fleshcraft those claws?
Yes. Sculpt flesh.
All right. That takes your turn then. Movement and an action.
Yep.
Ko,
Yes.
what's up?
Well, now that I've lost my free ride, I will put my chair back into its dimensional pocket
Mhm.
and turn and run with the group.
Okie doke. Nye.
Yo.
Wait, Ko. If you're
Yes.
running, you still have an action. Because if you double move, you'll actually pass a Brassel, but if you still have metal, you can't. Brassel isn't double moving. So,
You're wearing actual armor, aren't you?
Yeah, well, yeah,
but
I've got
it's leather armor.
it's leather.
Okay.
So his
Here's my
armor isn't the problem.
suggestion. Here's my suggestion. Double move, get in front of a Brassel, and stop him from getting to the kid.
But I can't pass him because I've
You
got
can pitch
metal.
all your metal.
Yeah, you
Like-
can pitch all your metal.
He's communicated the issue.
Yeah, but then I lose all my gear.
Do you?
Well, we can go back for it.
It's
I'm
still
pretty sure
there.
after we kill the cult leader, everyone else just stops moving and just stands there staring at the wall.
How many cult leaders
Yeah.
have you killed in your life? Because I've killed plenty, and you know the Kool-Aid is a real thing.
All right. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll chuck. I'll not chuck, but lay down as I'm running. I'll be.
You're gonna pitch all your metal. Now that
Yeah.
means that you can double move past him, or you can move and like make a tackle check.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I want to try to tackle him, like wrap my arms around his legs and bring him down.
Okie doke. Level 5 difficulty. Might.
Okay, I have might defense action.
It's not a defense action. It's You're tackling him.
Or not.
It's offensive. It's inherently offensive to hurt someone else.
Yeah. Sorry. So level 5. So I'm going to use might pool. Yes.
Yep.
To drop it.
Yep.
So I will actually do that twice because I have 2 effort, right?
Sure, can do.
All right. So that drops it down 4.
Yep.
So it's down to a
If
3.
you do it 3, 4, 3.
Yep. God damn it. Nope.
Now, Nye,
Hmm.
I will remind you that you have encouragement. Not that you should necessarily use it here.
Not on a tackle.
Okay, not on a tackle. Monty's flesh crafted. Milo.
Well, there's literally nothing I can do here.
Everybody's pitched their metal.
Yeah, but that would be literally everything I have. Because everything I have has metal in it, aside from my book.
You can keep your books. You'd have to pitch your arrows and your sword.
And my Numenera.
Mass nodule. Yep.
Yeah. And I don't know if I want to do that. Oh, you know what? Well, I still have a sleeping powder.
You do still have sleeping powder.
You know what? Fuck it. Ditch sleeping powders, motherfucker. Let's go.
Wait, what are you gonna do?
Oh, I got
You know, you could sprinkle that over the edge and like put all the people to sleep.
What is this white powder that's falling on top of? All right, yeah, I'm going to fucking baggy this dude.
It may or may not work against these cult people.
You are going to try and whip the powder of sleeping stuff at a Brassel.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if you hit me, I'm just.
All right,
Wow.
difficulty 5. It's difficulty 5. It's a speed test because you're throwing.
Okay.
So it's based on aim and dexterity, etc.
Cool. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna dump 2 points from my speed pool. Drop it down to 4. Let's
Okay.
go. Fuck yeah. GM intrusion. Go on, do it.
No, it's a 2. It's a 2. It's a 2.
Yeah,
It
but
whips-
you can I'm doomed, man. You can do it whenever you want to, man.
Yeah, I can, but I'm not going to bring the entire rest of the party down on this one. The sleeping powder goes sailing past.
No, it's just a handful, man. It's not. I'm not throwing the entire.
You never
bag.
had a chance to throw a handful. A handful turns into powder in the air. You had to throw the bag in order to have something to throw. The bag.
What if
goes
I get like sleeping powder out and like, making a little ball and just.
That's not how it's not snow.
I don't know. Have you ever held sleeping powder in your hands before? I reckon you put another
No,
moisture.
because it doesn't exist. It's not real. There isn't such thing as sleeping
So
powder.
how do you know it's not like snow then?
Oh,
Damn.
the
get
baggie with
fucked.
sleeping powder in it goes sailing past a Brassel. It hits the ground and nothing happens. It just hits it like it's still a bag. It rolls. It doesn't.
Okay. Can I
Puff.
spend the rest of my move picking it up again?
No, you just keep up with it. Like you keep up with the entire thing. You'll pass it next turn. Nye. It's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has moved into the hallway with the religious symbols.
Yep.
There's a door.
I move with the group.
You have a key.
There's also a scary armored man with us.
Yeah, he's ahead of you. He's way ahead of you.
But what? Yeah. Wait, no, he's what? What?
All right, so Shomei is the furthest along. Then it's the Brassel. Then it's Ko. Then it's Monty. Then it's Otter. Then it's Milo.
Did I miss a turn?
Then it's you.
How did they get so far ahead of us?
We've all acted already this turn.
Everybody acted but you.
No, yeah, I said I moved with them. Like
Right. So you are with the party.
right.
The entire party has now moved into the hallway with the religious iconography, out of the occult living chambers. I'm telling you that you are passing through that doorway and you have the key.
I can lock it.
You could.
Okay, I do it.
All right. So you put the key in. It is a Numenera task to figure out how to lock it specifically, if you would like to do it.
Put it in. Snap that bitch off.
It's not the one with. It's not the one with the buttons.
It doesn't have the buttons. No. This door. When you earlier when you put the key in this door, it just opened. And now that you put the key in it again, it closes. If you want to try and lock it, it's possible that the cultists just won't even bring a key with them because they don't expect the doors to be closed. But if you want to try and jimmy it in some way, that would be a Numenera difficulty 3.
Sure. I will put effort into it. Haha.
You crack open the key. That's your big insight. The key itself, since it produces holograms, must be a Numenera itself. And you quickly pull a little piece off of it. And inside, you can see its workings. And all you do is unplug some wires and leave it in this lock. If you come back here, you can plug in the wires and the key will work again. But right now, the key is just occupying the lock and is also non-functional.
So we can't go up the elevator now.
You can fix it, though.
Abrassel has a key.
Abrassel has a key.
I guess if we kill him, we can take his key. Sure.
But the point is this door is non-functioning, so all of the cultists are cut off from this.
Along with our gear.
Well,
Yeah.
your gear is also on this side of the door.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
You didn't
all right.
pitch the stuff in there. You were already running down him in the hallway when all of you said I pitched my gear.
Right.
So none of your gear is in the cultist chambers. It's Brassel's turn, or the bad guy's turn. Also the NPC's turn. Shomei, hits one of those off shots that's blocked and just squirrels through it and bolts away from the main hallway. And a Brassel comes to that and can't fit. He'd have to take apart the blockage.
He'd have to fix the barrel.
He'd have to fix the barrel. And so that's not really realistic with you guys chasing him. So his interpretation of the situation changes and he turns to face you. He pulls out a synth blade and is ready to fight. He readies himself.
Onslaught.
Okay. Effort to damage.
For damage.
Difficulty 5.
Fuck you.
Oh!
I'll encouragement.
Reroll.
Fuck you.
Oh no!
It's fine. You take the better option, encouragement.
No. No. They must take the new result and cannot critically succeed, but can critically fail.
They can critically fail?
That's what you said.
That's
Yes,
a
you did.
stupid thing. This was a terrible mistake.
I'm super certain I didn't mean that, but
Nope.
I definitely said
You
it.
explicitly said they can critically fail, but cannot critically succeed.
Records, why are you a dickhole?
Right. Anyway, Monty,
Ow.
you
That
take
hurt
7
in the back.
damage as you get hit in the back by onslaught from Otter.
That's physical damage, right?
Yeah, it doesn't go to your mind. So it does
Yeah.
get reduced by armor additionally.
Wait, hold on. I think I might be able to choose that.
No, you choose when you shoot because it's relevant for defense. The defense would change when you shoot, so you have to say at that point.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not so keen on this fight
Yeah,
anymore because
yeah.
that really fucking hurt.
You hear Otter like scurry to a stop, and then just I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
The Vortex protects me against your heathen actions and your blasphemy, even now.
I say,
Surprise
"We'll
battle."
protect you against this, and I pull out my chair because it's made of synth,
Okay.
and I run towards him and try. And I use my. Can I use bash?
Sure.
Okay.
He's coming at him with the chair. Oh, God, he's got a chair.
Yeah.
I want you to eventually do this thing where you're falling from a height and you pull the chair out of nothing and you come
I
down.
just land in the chair.
Just
Yeah.
fucking get a guy.
All right,
Yeah.
so it's difficulty 5 to hit him.
Okay. I do have medium bashing. Does that help?
No, the chair counts as a light weapon.
Okay.
I
All right.
mean, it's heavy with responsibility, right?
That also means it's easier to hit, though, so it's actually a 4 natively.
So it's difficulty 4?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to put might. Yes. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay. All
Damage or hit.
Into damage.
Sure.
So that's 2. All right. Here we go. Come on. My one good roll of the night. Oh my God. I haven't
Wait,
rolled
this
above
was
like
your
a
good roll
6.
of the night?
No, I
Oh my God.
Monty.
We need to talk about what's good. I want to pick up the bag and throw it at him again.
Okay. Milo instead of Monty. Sure, fair.
Oh, sorry. Fuck. My bad.
No, it's fine. It actually does not matter what order you go in.
Yeah.
I'm just sort of guessing what order you want to go in when I call you out. But yeah, Milo, go ahead and throw the bag.
So 4 again. So I'll drop 2 from speed.
Speed, and it's 5, not 4.
Oh no, it's down to 4 because I dropped it down.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
Oh my God.
Fuck
finally.
yeah, man.
I mean, you're going 1 up every time.
Yeah.
You whip it again. This time it goes past him, and he's not running anymore. So you have to run past him to grab it again.
Just
I just
Wait,
look like a
just-
kid throwing this thing around to him, and he's just like ignoring it. He's like, what the fuck?
Could I? Hey, Wreckage. Could I have spent an XP of my own to reroll?
Yeah. You can
I
always
do
spend
that?
it. Yeah.
Wait,
Okay,
can
I'm-
I do that too?
yeah, you
doing
can
that.
spend an XP to re-roll anybody else's
Yeah,
roll.
you
as
guys
well.
can spend XP to reroll.
All right.
Fuck, can I
I've
do
done
that?
it. Oh my God.
I've done it.
If you want to waste all of your XP,
The XP is very valuable, but I guess
don't-
we get a hit out of it. Now, you can have a minor effect or extra damage.
Wait, does that mean that I no longer took a fucking mind bullet to the back?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. That was like half my might pool.
All right.
Extra damage.
All right. So that means you do a total of 9 damage to a Brassel. This time to his front. It collides with him and he staggers. The boiling synth armor that he's wearing has been damaged on both sides and like cracks and falls off. So he no longer has armor. He's also like burnt all over him. The stagger from taking 9 damage sort of unreadies his readied action. Nye and Monty, you both have an action.
Good. He appears to be weakened. Now is my time to strike and steal the kill.
Sure.
Or not. I'm just going to move in and hit him.
Right.
5, was it?
Difficulty 5. He's a level 5
So
creature.
it goes down to 4 because of the light weapon, and I'm going to
Sure.
spend might.
Right. So down to 3 or to
Yep.
damage.
3 to hit. Oh, you fucking kidding me? Why 5s? Always the 5s.
The rolls have been pretty bad tonight.
anybody low
I
on their
don't know
pools?
what I'm doing wrong.
A lot of people are low on their pools. You're low on your pools.
I'm reasonably okay.
I'm
now that I
okay.
haven't been shot in the back.
Pian, you good on your pools or?
Ko actually is not super doing okay. He's got half of his.
I have my
Might.
might.
Half
yeah,
his might's
my
gone.
my might was never really high, but like it's not like it doesn't matter. Like it really doesn't in the scheme of things.
Both Ko and Milo are missing 7 out of their overall pools.
I'm actually missing 8, but that's all right.
8.
So it's not
You look
worth
haggard.
doing. It's really I haven't been targeted by any.
Yeah,
It's literally the only thing I can do.
You
I
guys
mean,
are literally
okay.
telling the healer, "Don't heal me."
Okay, I'll take some healing on my impulse.
Okay, I move over to Otter. Poke.
I'm game. I won't argue.
Otter's missing 7. You're all missing out of your pools. Don't sit there and be like,
Roll
don't
D6.
heal me.
This
Roll
doesn't
a
seem
D6?
like it just
Yes.
doesn't seem like a lot of HP. That a lot of like it doesn't seem.
Damn.
It's the only action I can take.
No, what I'm saying is like it doesn't seem like I need to. It doesn't feel like I need to be healed. Like you know, it's kind of like in Dungeons and Dragons. The healer's like, all right, who needs healing? And everyone's like, well, I'm kind of near max.
Yeah.
None of you are, though. You're all missing a lot, and you're sitting here going like, oh, that's fine.
I mean, to be fair, I have 20 in my imp pool, so
Yeah.
I've got a shit ton.
That also means you're missing, like, you were missing a whole 1/6 of your total pools. And you're like, I'm fine. Anyway.
It doesn't cost me anything to heal, so like if
Oh, then yeah, fucking heal me, bro.
yeah.
Thanks, fam.
Abraxel. So Monty and Co are both engaged with him in melee. He's really stuck for answers now because he's hurt and his armor's busted and he's super outnumbered and he can't catch the kid. He's gonna try and run. Like he literally drops his sword and books it down towards the elevator.
Oh, what's his sword?
It's a
Say
synth
someone
sword.
steal that shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
Pick
having a
that
sim
shit
sword.
up and kill him with it.
Your guys' turn. I mean, he is double moving down.
I
Alright,
run after
I'm gonna
him
pick
and
up the
onslaught.
sword and throw it at him.
No, I want a sword.
I onslaught.
Okay.
I damage.
Damage not hit. Okay.
Man, oh man.
You destroy part of the hallway, like along the hallway.
It's just like a big smear through all the paintings.
Yeah, well, there aren't paintings anymore. There's hardly even paneling anymore. So, what else?
Can I catch him, or is because
Yeah.
he's double moved?
You can tackle him.
Yeah, I want to try and tackle him.
All right.
Is that still a difficulty 5? Might?
Yep. He's a level 5 character, so all of the actions, unless otherwise specified in his stats, are level 5.
And I'm gonna put an effort in.
Okay.
Got him.
Nice.
All right. So you're tackling him.
Yep.
So he's restrained. You have
I
him in a
would hope
grapple.
so.
Cohen
Claw
Milo.
his eyes out.
So yeah, I'm assuming it makes it a little bit easier since Monty's holding him down, right?
Yeah.
So I'll rear back and try to like basically punch him in the face.
Backhand.
Okay. You punching is considered a light weapon.
Okay.
It deals like 1 damage though, I'm pretty sure. 2 damage. Thank you.
I'll add might for damage.
For damage?
Yeah.
Okay, 3 for damage. All right. It hits automatically because he's grappled.
Okay.
And
We could just fucking wail on this dude. Just like,
Yeah.
Just gonna kill him, just beat him to death.
he passes out. He's unconscious.
we keep going until his head comes off.
a turn? Just come punch him. It's fine.
Wait, did he actually pass out?
Yeah, he's unconscious.
Sweet. I go
Cool.
pick up
I
my
loot
gear.
his body.
You loot his body.
Loot the room. Loot the room.
I want to take the synth sword, man, because then I can use it against like the shit that's, you know, got metal restrictions like this fucker.
Yeah, at least grab his key, and then we can get the hell out of here.
I tell somebody else to grab the key, and then I
What makes you think he has a
uh,
key?
go after Showman.
I grabbed the
He
key.
came up in the elevator. He followed Nye up, so he had to have a key to activate the elevator.
I
Right.
He
start
does have
calling
a key.
out-
I grabbed the
calling out
key.
I start calling out for Showman and going down the hallway. But he was.
Nah, he's fucked off, man. He's good.
That was the entire point of coming.
You're there for Shome, Milo.
Didn't he run towards the exit?
No,
he went
took
down
out
one of the
side hallway.
panels.
Yeah.
Oh. Is it the closest one, or did he like
No, it's the one right here. Abrasil stopped right where it happened because he didn't have time to disassemble the barricade to go after him.
All right, I lean through where I can and shout, "Show me, he's taken care of. We can get out of here."
There is no response.
Yo, that kid's gone.
I start moving the stuff and going down the hallway.
Yeah, you guys can go down this hallway.
I'm going to strip an asshole and tie him up.
All right. You gonna carry him? Or are you leaving him?
Bring him with us.
Tie him to the chair.
And then fold it into your yeah.
And then fold it into my.
It'll be like the end
works.
of Alien Resurrection, where he gets sucked through the window, just getting sucked into a folding chair.
Nice. I like it. That's a good way to kill someone, actually.
But no, I want to like take everything off him, make sure he doesn't have any hidden Numenera or device or anything.
Yeah,
tie him up and take him with us.
You discover an cipher.
I fucking know what cheeky bastard. He had a cipher of escape.
Maybe not. We'll have to identify it. We'll have to stop and identify it at some point. So are you going down the hallway after Shomei? Whole group?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. But to be clear, I have picked up my gear again.
Okay. So you went back for your gear, and
Yeah.
you're gonna now. Did everybody go back for their gear and take the top?
Yeah, I had to go back and get my rope, so yes.
You guys head down the hallway. It is long and unlit.
All right.
If Nye leads the way,
Yeah, I was saying, nah.
Sure.
you will eventually round a corner and see a lit room on the other end.
What is in said lit room, DM?
It is a very large T.
Move room, look room.
It's a giant T-shaped room. Along the long part of the T, there is a ramp that goes up to a raised platform that goes to the head of the T. In the two arms of the T, there are sort of Power Rangers style beam tubes. And inside those beam tubes are giant snowflake looking things. But imagine a giant snowflake that's also 360 degrees of a snowflake, like an orb of a snowflake.
What?
I get what you're saying. It's like a snowflake, but it's 3D. So like it's all
a
around,
snowflake
it's
in an
like
orb shape.
It's coming out like this and like that, and
Instead of just a flat plane of a snowflake, it's an orb of a snowflake.
That literally makes no sense.
Like a snowflake
is
in a
it like
pop-up
those-
book.
exactly. How does
I
this
get
not
it.
Like
make
those
sense?
foil
I get
things that
exactly
you
what
Because
you're
a
fold out
snowflake
and
is
hang it.
literally like
No,
a
but
plane.
imagine like a cutout snowflake, like out of a piece of paper, but it's like a bunch of them put together around. So
Like
it's,
this, Dave. See?
Yeah.
See what my
Yeah.
hands are
So
doing?
it's several snowflakes stuck together.
So it's
then.
several snowflakes
Yes.
slapped together.
Yes.
Okay, that
No,
makes
but
more
it's like-
sense than.
No, but it's okay, whatever. Wreckage, I get what you're saying. I understand.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that someone understands what I felt like was this fairly simple concept.
I mean, you've seen a snowflake before, right?
Well, that's like it's a square, but it's a circle. It's like no,
That's not at all what he's saying.
What are you
Alright,
talking about? That's
alright.
not. You can't do that.
Imagine a piece
Like-
of paper, okay? Now imagine a piece of paper as a circle.
It's like like
A sphere.
Oh, it's like so like
like this.
It's like a little
Like-
like thing, and then there's like stuff coming, and then it's like shit. And it's just so it's different.
Let's
It's like
not.
it's like a mountain, but it's a valley.
Right, you can't just say that.
It's like
In-
so high, it's low. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Like Wreckage, we're on the same page.
don't worry, Wreckage. We got you, boo.
Pan gets it. That's all I care about. I'm vindicated.
I got it.
Okay, Brian. The way you're saying I got it, though, it's like you're sarcastic.
No, I
Calm
this with
down,
my
Jaden
hands.
Smith.
Okay, yeah. All right. standing at the foot of the ramp going upwards is Shomei.
With a minigun. I found a robot outside who gave me a gun for 3 shins.
You killed my cultists. I guess we're gonna have to fight now. Like, what the fuck?
I was actually the leader of the army
I was the leader the whole time.
Oh my god.
Shomei, we've taken care of him. You can come with us now. We'll take you to your sister.
His back sort of remains turned.
Oh, he's a zombie. Kill him.
Fucking robot. Here we go.
Fast talk.
Sure.
Turn around, bitch. Come on. I don't say that. I don't say. Nye doesn't say that.
I mean, he's a traumatized former cultist. I think that might actually work.
Yeah.
What does Nye say?
Something to the effect of, like, we know you've been through a lot. If you come with us, you're going to be safe. Let's just get out of here, and we can get you to your sister and take you somewhere you're going to be okay.
Come closer.
You come closer.
Just you and I.
No, we're leaving.
I want to tell you something.
You can tell me over here.
It's free real estate.
I want to tell you
We're
something.
leaving,
We're
Shomei.
stabs her in the stomach with a knife. Sacrificial knife.
You can't leave.
I believe
Not yet.
No, we can, and we are.
No, you don't understand.
What don't we understand?
I'll tell you, but I only want to tell you, Nye.
That is
Fuck is
that is incredibly
I don't know.
retarded, kid. Just talk.
You know, if you walk over there, you're getting stabbed, right?
Nye moves over there.
All right. It's just you and Shomei.
Okay.
You know, he's an 8-year-old, so you have to kneel down, I assume.
Sure.
That
you
just
do.
means, yeah, stab her in the throat.
You can't leave yet.
Why?
Because you didn't do what you were supposed to do.
We rescued you. That was what we were supposed to do.
You were supposed to kill a Brassel. It was supposed to be impossible for you to rescue me without killing a Brassel.
Well, we do that a lot, it seems.
What's the problem, kid?
You don't hear
Nothing
any of
is
this.
impossible.
That's literally why I called Nye over, so they could have a private
Oh,
conversation.
okay. Cool.
Well,
We're supposed to get you out of here.
we see that now, but
Me? I'm sorry, I'm not there.
Is he talking like 8-year-olds talk, or is he talking like an adult inside of an 8-year-old body talks?
he's talking pretty adult. This is actually the
Uh,
same sort of thing that happened with Ivana that you caught onto last time, but that you don't remember because you blacked out.
Yeah, you like straight up figured out. Oh my god, Tux. 10 out of 10.
Like, you almost figured it out last time, and now I have to start fresh with the mystery because you blacked out.
Can you tell me what's going on, Shomei?
On what order of magnitude do you need to know what's going on?
That's a
8.
That's a very strange question to come from someone that a child that we're supposed to be rescuing.
The simplest thing that's going on is that you need to kill a Brassel.
I don't want to kill anyone.
That's noble, Nye, but the world will be better without him in virtually all perspectives. Since he took over the cult of the Vortex, the cult has become malignant. It used to be benign. Certainly wasn't kidnapping children. Certainly wasn't brainwashing people. They simply found something that they revered and worshipped it.
Then we show them that their leader is fallible.
Their leader is the Messiah, and worse, he has an oppressive, abusive relationship with his cultists. They would be glad to be rid of him. They just don't know it.
Then we show them he can be beaten. He's not the Messiah that they think he is.
Is he with us? Do we take him with us?
They tied him up.
Yeah, I'm carrying him.
Yeah.
I mean, we can lay him on the ground. This kid
naked
can
and
kill him.
tied up and beat up and bleeding, and he looks like he's been pretty well stopped.
Alright.
Maybe you convince the cultists without killing him. Maybe. But that doesn't solve all of the problems that a Brassel causes.
Who are you to decide that someone should die?
I'm not deciding that he should die. I understand that he has to.
Seem to have a lot of perspective for someone so young. The context of that, the between the lines of that is like, you're obviously not who you appear to be. Like, but Nye is being like,
so
talky person.
subtext wise, he's not disputing that anymore. He's not saying it, and he's not telling you who he really is. But when he's dealing with you now in person alone, he's not going like, what? When you say that, he's just like,
so he's obviously not going to tell me who he actually is.
well, not yet. It's not.
Well, I feel like I've been dropping like a lot of hints of like, hey, you're obviously not a kid. Who are you?
What I'm saying
like,
is he's acknowledging that by not disputing it in that subtext sort of way. Like if you went up to someone and say you're cheating on me, and then they just keep having the conversation without saying no, but really what they're silently saying is yes. He's agreeing. Subtext.
No, right. I guess I'm trying to ask. Like, me stating that was giving him the chance to explain who he is, but he's not doing that.
He's not doing it, but you're not getting a sense of pushback. Like he won't. Like maybe if you pushed harder and needed to hear that from him, he might. So he follows that up with, there is more to a Brassel than just being a horrible person and causing other people to be horrible people. His power is a disease. And it's preventing something very important from happening that needs to happen here. He's blocking. How do I say this? A Brassel's continued existence prevents some very important work from being done.
Important to who?
To the entire world.
What is it?
His brow furrows.
Does he even have a brow? He's 8 years old.
Yeah, babies have brows.
Actually, now that you look closer, he has a beard and wrinkles, and he's just a really short old
Wait
man.
a minute, you're not 8 at all.
How's it going, kids? How's it going, fellow
He
children?
pulls out his flask.
Start smoking.
I don't think you could understand without seeing, and you can't see while a Brassel still lives.
Can we just kill him and just fucking be done with it?
Yeah, honestly, I'm ready to murder the Brazzle.
No, this is a very interesting moral dilemma. You guys don't have to just shit your way through it.
Let me murder him.
Nah.
I'm not gonna murder him.
I'm
This
pretty
is
sure
a
that's
buddy.
why he asked me, because Wreckage knew I wouldn't just be like, yeah, moving on.
Slit.
I mean, she's the.
I mean, okay, to be fair, Otter wouldn't just kill him, but me, Pian, I'd fucking murder his ass by now.
Yeah, okay. So, Nye.
We get it. You're a bad person. Straight up hickory smoked murder.
You're asking me to go on a lot of faith in something that I don't know anything about.
That's all you are, though.
He gets this bright look in his face, and he's like, faith. That's right. You worship the sun. Yes?
That's true.
What gave it away?
I don't know if you can understand this, but the sun is what is in danger. Abrasil endangers the god that you worship, and not just with his heresy.
How? You need to give me more than just saying these things. Anyone can say anything. I'm fairly good at telling people things that aren't true.
I understand. I don't know how to prove it to you.
I guess he won't die then.
What? As I said, the evidence cannot be shown to you while Abrasil lives. And yet, it is happening. It is why me and my sister led you to the temple. It's why we concocted this story. Because we assumed, without telling you things that we couldn't prove and you couldn't understand, that it would result in the death of Abrasil and the rest would take care of itself.
So you wanted to manipulate us into doing what you wanted us to do.
Because without it, here we are, me telling you that there's a great danger that I can't prove. And
So you thought tricking us was better than coming to us with this straight ahead. That's not putting you in a very good position to get me to do what you want to do.
Like you see in the background, my
surely you see it from my perspective. Here we are without the proof, and you won't do what I want because there's no proof. We knew you would never just kill a man because we told you to. How could we? How could I possibly? As I said, as he lives, the proof of his necessity of death is impossible. So how could I have done it other than tricking you? I'm not saying that means you should believe my story, but I would like it if you didn't hold the trick against me, as obviously it was the only way.
You seem to be capable of many things, but accept what you need to do to get me to do this.
We are capable of many things. You should ask yourself why we didn't kill Abrasil and why we don't kill Abrasil right now.
We could always just ask you.
Why are you talking to me about this?
Because you have the most understanding.
You realize I have 4 people behind me that would gladly slit that man's throat.
Hey, Otter wouldn't. You don't even know fucking Otter. You've been.
I said when we came in here, I wasn't killing anyone.
I believe I also had the same feeling as well.
Fuck it, I'll kill the guy. I'll put him
Of
back
course
in.
you would. You just want a corpse.
Maybe the child would, but then what situation are we in?
Wait, how does he fucking know? He's never even talked to me.
How does he fucking know?
Because you're edgy as shit. It's like an aura. It's
You-
like everyone's
I'm, like,
all bright
covered
and
in
happy, and they look
skulls
at
and
you,
stuff,
and there's
and
like
I'm
a
like-
shadow around you.
I'm like covered in
That's-
skulls dancing in the background. It's like. boop, doop, boop,
That's
boop.
if you or the others didn't stop him or implore him not to. And then
If you want him dead, I'm the wrong person to talk to about this.
no, you're the right person to talk to because you have to be on board for it to happen.
That would be like asking me, saying that I'm the right person to look through a telescope and tell you what's on the other side. It's not something that I can do.
Is there anything that I can say? Is there any proof that I can provide or any showing of good faith?
Any show me of good faith?
Stop.
Somehow tell me that the sun is actually in danger. Somehow show me what anything. You're just asking me to kill someone because something might happen potentially.
I cannot. It's only more words. I can tell you that a Numenera is threatening the sun. I can tell you that this place has the capacity to fix it, but a Brassel's presence, his very life, makes that impossible. His disease is infused with his being, and as long as he exists...
Can you explain that at all? What exactly is happening? Is he...
He was born and raised in the temple. And he is a unique human, as there are many unique humans. And he absorbed a energy that the temple has throughout his life. It gave him his power to repel metal. And so long as he lives, he will continue to absorb that energy. And if he is, then a very crucial device cannot function.
Can I, now that we've been talking for a while, can I do my see-through bullshit
Yes.
thing? Okay.
Yep.
So what's the difficulty, and then my thing will lower by 1?
The difficulty is 3.
And then lower it to 2, or is that already lowered?
Yeah, lower to 2.
Okay. I will put. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna put 4 into it just to make it
An automatic success.
Boom.
He's not. It's just like Ivana, which you don't remember because you blacked out. You did perceive deception on her as well, and the exact same thing is happening here. The content of what he is telling you is 100% true. He's not lying. He's still holding things back. He's keeping secrets. But you know that? Like, it's also not like a secret that he's keeping secrets. The conversation he's having, it's obvious he's not telling you everything. Like, you know, he's not telling you what he really is, or what he really is, or what his goal really is. But the specific things he has just said, like, he stopped to try and explain this whole Abrassel thing to you. He's not, like, you as Nye know that when people lie, they do certain, like, facial tics and stuff. And then when people are trying to remember things, they do certain facial tics and stuff. He's not doing the lie stuff. He's doing the trying to figure out a word to say stuff. He's trying to explain what is actually true to you. He's telling the truth.
Give me something that you wouldn't just tell anybody. Give me something to go on about you, about the situation, about him, about anything that's a show of good faith.
Then I'll turn around and slit that man's throat.
A show of good faith? Me and my sister are not human.
I don't think anybody in this room is human. Just saying.
Oh, at least 3 of you are human.
For the last time, I'm human.
Should I specify that's something that I don't already know?
Ha!
My sister was the entity that led you to the temple.
Something that I don't already know.
Oh, you didn't know that one. Come on.
He told me. He told me that earlier.
Well, he said we led you to the. Well, anyway.
Wait, she was the cloak?
We were the ones who led you safely out of the bandit hideout.
She was the cloak.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the cloak. Like
that act in and of itself saved your lives, potentially. Does not that revelation garner some trust?
Can we have a cool cloak?
Suppose.
Perhaps not enough to kill a Brassel. I wish. Here is the full truth. On top of this dais is a device that will allow you to pass into the vortex.
Sweet.
That the cultist worship. That act must be done to save the sun. However, as long as a Brassel lives, this device will not work, and you cannot pass into the vortex.
Hey, look, as far as I'm concerned, as a player character, walking into a fucking vortex sounds like fun. Just putting it out there.
Yeah.
Well, Nye's not going through, oh man, this would be a lot of fun, or actually it's going to be really boring. That's not the conflict here.
I mean,
in character, I don't think any of you are going to give a fuck that the sun's about to die.
I would. Are you kidding me?
You might.
No, I would, 100%. Because without a sun, there's no moon.
Even people who don't worship the sun tend to believe that it's a critical part of the functioning of the earth in some way. And it is, in case you don't know where.
No, wait, right, but like we're Numenera people, so to me it's a weird deity that like it's like, oh yeah, it's there, whatever. Like for other people, like so like it'd be like if I walked up to someone and said like, hey, if you don't go to Memphis, Jesus is dead. And they're like, I don't believe in Jesus, so who cares? Like,
it's a valid point.
Like that's what the situation would be like for in modern times. Like
this is another reason why he's talking specifically to you, who cares a lot about the sun.
Right. Like
I care about the sun.
Okay, Milo also cares about the sun, but also Milo is the type of person. Yeah, we will be. Milo is the type of person who, again, he's not wrong. Milo has in the past in the party been like, I'm gonna do a thing, and you're like, no, and stop him. So just convincing Milo to kill this guy. Like, he knows he needs to convince Nye, because if Nye goes back, it's like, we're going to kill this guy. Then people are going to be like, whoa, Nye, really? But okay, I guess.
That's some fucking GM metagame bullshit that this kid would never know about.
He's a magic ghost cloak who's hiding and posing as a human.
As far as I'm concerned, like, that in itself, he should be addressing the entire group with this. But sure, you do you, man.
And so what happens if you're lying? I go kill somebody for you, and then you laugh about how you manipulated me, and then do whatever you're going to do.
If I'm lying, a Brassel dies. The lives of the cultists are improved, potentially, regardless of what I'm saying about this other thing. If I'm lying, I've manipulated you into killing a man, and you are either capable of wreaking your vengeance on me or not, in which case it's largely irrelevant. Either you don't know that you can kill me, perhaps in revenge. But if you can, then you can, and if you can't, you can't. I guess the worst case scenario is that a shitty man dies and some weird entity convinced you to do it, and you get a vendetta against that entity and find some way to get revenge, maybe, or are less trusting in the future. I know this is not going to help, but I know human sensibilities are different, but he's an old man. He's an old evil man who wouldn't have many years left on this earth anyway. And if you want to take the time, there are plenty of cultists down there who will confirm that he's a shitty person, even if they don't know that he is.
He kidnaps children. Yes, he's not a good person.
Well, I wasn't assuming that you knew that because the only children you knew he kidnapped were posing. But he has actually kidnapped children. They told us that before, didn't they?
Yep.
Like other people told us that.
Yep.
Other people, you discovered the evidence that he was looking for children to kidnap. The only two kids that you've seen be kidnapped are Ivana and Shomei.
Well, because weren't they in the town and they were like, "Hey, you guys got any like strapping young people around here?"
Yeah, that was the evidence that you found. You found
right. Yeah, like that was like the weird. Like, yeah, like
you found a note from Abraxel saying to kidnap.
You don't do that for good purposes.
I was just saying that
you don't do.
I was just saying that maybe the whole kidnapping children thing was suspect because my sister and I were posing. So
no, I'm not arguing that he's not a good person.
All right, he's a terrible old
No, I'm
man.
arguing that you're asking me to kill him because you want me to, and because supposedly it goes along with my interests.
I like the camera flashes back to the other group, and I'm just like, they're over there for talking for a long, long time now. I wonder what they're talking
I'm
about.
just standing here poking Abraxas in the cheek.
No.
He wakes up and goes crazy.
He's still out, guys. He's still asleep.
You know, maybe we should just leave. I don't know why we're even waiting here anymore. We have a key, right? We can just leave. We have his key.
You don't have to be the one to do it, Nye. He just has to die.
What are your plans after?
You want to go get tacos?
Are you going to come with us? Are you going to bring us along up to save the sun, or what?
We can't help, which is why we need you in the first place. When Abraxel dies, the way will be made clear, and the rest will be.
And so you're just going to vanish, or you're going to lead us along? What?
I'd be happy to instruct you in the use of this device and in the Vortex. I'd be happy to come with you, but I can't do anything. Which is why I cannot take Abraxel's life. Which is why I cannot fix these things myself.
That's the biggest question I have about all this. Why he can't do anything.
My sister and I are only capable of casting illusions.
I mean, you can pick up a dagger and stab a motherfucker. If that's the only thing stopping him from doing a thing.
I stand. I move down the ramp.
Oh, Nye's coming back. Hey, Nye. That was a long conversation. What did the kid have to say?
Around. So.
And snap Abraxel's neck.
The dude's still on Monty's shoulder, right?
Yep.
Okay. Saying nothing, Nye walks around and then grabs his head and cuts his throat.
Wow.
Damn.
There's a momentary pause as the blood spills out of Abraxel's throat. And then like a radio tuning in, like halfway through a sentence, you all hear in your minds,
"Suckers.
Help, help, please, help urgently." And you get a flash of this room and then the Vortex, which you haven't seen yet, but you all see it in a room. You're not sure where, like from the flash, but you see the giant swirling Vortex in your mind's eye.
All right.
Where do we go from here?
The Shomei, points up the ramp in this room. You each have to stand on the dais at the top of this ramp and allow the Numenera to molest you.
That was a poor choice of words.
Oh yeah, Numenera, touch my booty.
Not in a sexy way.
That was a poor choice of words.
So that's what we needed the kids for.
The use of the word molest, that means
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sleepy. You just need to let the Numenera touch you.
That's not
so I walk back in front of the group.
Let the strange man touch you, Milo. Okay.
I pull out my blindfold and put it back on my eyes.
I don't want to see this shit anymore. I'm like, as you slowly start, I'm like, nah.
This cult is trying to destroy the sun.
I mean, sure, but
Did you just execute a prisoner?
you know what this means? You know, the first vow
Like,
of
what is going
your
on?
religion is to not take a life, right?
The sun gives us life, but if you ignore the dangers of it, it will strike.
What about your vows, Nye? Come on.
I'm following my vows.
There isn't time for this conversation, says Shomei to all of you in a very adult way.
Really? Because you just had an extensive conversation, so...
And now that it is resolved, please, Nye, demonstrate. Stand on the dais.
Walk up.
So there's a dais. You stand on it.
Hang on. I have questions about who the fuck this kid is and why he's telling you to do things.
And why
He's
did
like
we just
you.
execute a prisoner?
He's
What?
like you. He's not actually a child.
Yo. He doesn't say yo, but he does.
Yeah, I go up to him and he's like, got any cigarettes?
Hello, fellow children.
A bunch of arms come out of the ceiling, and they pick you up, and the dais opens up underneath you, and there's a strange liquid down there, and it submerges you, and then it pulls you back out, and the dais closes, and it puts you on top of the dais. The liquid moves around you like a million ants, and slowly turns into this really rad black armor. That's like,
Well, I want that.
I've gone full near automata.
yeah.
I'm
Like it's fully sealed. It's hermetically sealed armor. It like.
So does he have to
conforms
move
your
his
face.
head when he talks now?
He has to point his gun at the
I
ground
was
and
an
lift it up and
adventurer
down
like
all
you
the time.
before I took an arrow to the knee. Yeah, Nye's covered in weird armor now.
Okay. And you know, I'm all for doing random shit, but slitting a guy's throat and then jumping into a pool, which is clearly a cultist thing.
You all did just get a mental plea for help, showing
Yeah.
you the dais and the vortex. Don't forget that part of the puzzle.
And I'm not
I
gonna.
stand in the pool.
Yeah.
You get super cool armor.
Sweet, I got nightingale armor.
As they do, I kind of start giving like the cliff notes of our conversation.
Sun's in danger. Showman
So,
of
the sun's in
Iowa.
danger. These two saved us. Fuckface was doing weird shit and like had weird powers that was like going to kill the sun. Like there's more going on, and
All right, I walk
they're
over.
not
to
actually they're not actually kids. They're like some strange Numenera person
All right.
people.
I suit
Like-
up, wreckage. I suit
Okay.
up. I walk over to his body.
Yeah.
Still on my shoulder.
Okay. It's like, so are you gonna bring him with us?
He's just sitting on your shoulder
Hang on.
with his
So I'm gonna
throat dripping.
I'm gonna
blood
put
down
him
the front
on
of-
Nye's shoulder and say, "Hold this for me," and then go and get in the liquid.
Okay.
Right. All right. And Code, you get in the liquid.
Yes.
All right. You all get 4 additional armor while this super armor is on. And also, you can withstand 100 damage of heat-based damage.
Holy fuck.
Are we gonna be? Is this? Wreckage gave us plot armor.
Yay!
So now that you're all suited up,
time.
Shomei says, the vortex is on the other side of the hallway down from Abrasel's chamber. You will have to pass through the cultist room once again.
All right, so we got to kill them all.
No, you don't. Just explain that Abrasel's dead and they will...
Oh no, because I'm going to come back out and take Abraxel and carry him. And I'm taking him with me.
Hand him over.
Whatever you do, don't give them... You can give them the body. We just need the head, right? So as long as that's... you know what I mean? Like...
Milo, the head will still be here when you guys get back. You can wait.
Well, I mean, what if I have questions?
Now's not the time.
You have a sword?
The cultists will be too busy with grappling with Abrasel's loss to prevent you from getting to the vortex. And you shouldn't stand around and answer questions or ask them either.
Well, I was talking about the head mostly, but, you know.
I understand your power.
Fuck you. Who the hell are you?
He's, what's his name? Zod?
Shomei.
Zod, yes.
Kneel before Zod!
No. What was the name of the big giant head in Power Rangers? The one that gives them all the missions?
Zordon.
Zordon. I knew it started with a Z.
What was the robot's name?
Alpha.
Alpha. He's more like Alpha?
Okay.
My name is actually Shomei.
Okay.
My sister's name is actually Ivana.
So how do you know about all of our powers? What's the deal there?
We've been watching you.
Creepy. How long have you been watching us for?
Just as long as you've been in the area.
I haven't used my powers for a long time, Wreckage.
You used your power in the dungeon.
You can see underground as well. What are you, omnipotent?
We were following you.
They let us. They were the ones that let us out of the dungeon.
No, they were the ones that let you out of the bandit cave.
That was a cave,
Yeah.
Oh, dungeon is in back in the one town.
Yeah.
Oh.
We've been keeping an eye on people who would be near where the narthex would be appearing, so that we could find capable people who would be capable and willing to do what we needed done and lead them there. As soon as we realized that you were both capable and inherently charitable, we led you to the narthex.
So let me ask you one question.
Sure.
Can we destroy this false idol?
No. The vortex isn't even really a false idol.
Well, people think it's a god.
Yes, but people can worship anything. People could worship me if they saw me in my true form. That doesn't make me a false idol. I'm not trying to be a false idol.
There's only two gods, the sun and the moon. Everything
and one
else,
of them is going to die.
Everything else is false.
Be that as it may, one of them is going to die. Please, I urge you, go to the vortex.
If I have to pray for it, it's not happening.
Yeah, I mean we've come this far. Let's make our way.
All right, you guys go into the cultist chambers.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
all right.
Standing from the top of the ramp, I throw a brass hole's body down into the chamber.
Wow. There is shock and dismay. Plenty.
I would hope so.
Oh my stars!
Casually walk past into the vortex chamber.
Is that a corpse I spy?
Oh dear.
I can't believe you did that. And I'm going to tell you why I can't believe you did that after we go offline. But I seriously, anyway.
Why would you? That's like the one thing that I would do too.
I know. I'll explain it for you guys offline, but I don't want to say it online. It'll make sense in a second. Anyway, you guys go to the down the hallway to the vortex chamber.
Mm-hmm.
The vortex chamber is a massive, tall room. At one end, there are large, sort of Eye of Sauron semicircles, and inside is the vortex, a big spiraling swirl that emits a great deal of light and heat. If you didn't have the armor on, you would be overcome with a sense of religious awe when you see it. But the armor protects you from it. There's a giant robot that's vaguely humanoid and has 4 metal arms.
And
it's walking around tending to pieces of machinery that are broken. You notice that actually quite a lot of machinery is breaking in this room actively, because the metal and synth immediately near the vortex is turning red and melting.
It's fair.
That's probably not supposed to happen. You probably don't open a portal to somewhere that just vents heat.
Unless it was the sun.
Anyway, do you guys go through the vortex?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Who goes through the vortex?
Me.
I go
Me.
Everyone?
Why would you ask that? Of course we all go through.
You pass through the vortex, and there is a disorienting moment where you're not sure where you are. And the next moment, you are standing on a black obsidian platform, shrouded in glass. Maybe glass? A vortex is behind you, just like the vortex from the temple. And on the other side of the glass is the sun's corona. Now, obviously, you don't understand what that is as Numenerians, but Nye, as someone who is blind and feels the sun rather than sees it, and also has meditated on that sensation, you feel like you're standing next to the sun.
Yes. I'm going to be the Pope when we get back. I understand.
Yeah, you've made it to the sun. This is the sun. You are on a station that is in the sun's corona.
Yes.
My corona.
Haven't got any lemon?
And just before we go offline, the entire station shudders, rocked by an explosion.
Okay.
And
Sure.
Find out what happened next time.
that's
on
the cliffhanger
Numenera.
for the next episode.
We're gonna be. We're fighting in arachnids now. Like what? Like space spiders. I like it. Hey guys.
Damn Xenos.
Let's do some XP.
Yeah.
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 Do I get like 20 for meeting my god?
XP will. There's quite a lot of XP coming everybody's way at the end of the adventure.
2 whole experience.
2.
You'll probably get quite a few XP for meeting your god. I think several people will get quite a lot of XP for several of the things that have happened. I think you'll get quite a lot of XP for killing someone in the context. You know, you made it worth more XP than it would normally be worth.
I mean, we've never killed a human before. Well, Nye's never killed a human before.
No, we've
think-
never killed a human.
No, you've never killed any human at all yet in the entire adventure.
Not
Nye
directly.
Nye got the first kill. How about that?
First blood.
How about that?
I mean, theoretically speaking, we should have brought this guy with us and threw him into the sun.
No,
We couldn't go without killing him though.
That's the thing. Abrasil prevented those devices from working, and you'll find out why next week, actually. Like, it won't just be a mystery. It won't just be a mystery that we've now passed. Outros?
No XP.
Yeah, at the end of Adventures, Dave.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
always
This is the fuck you games. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. All right, guys. Let's do outros. Pian.
Hi guys, I'm Pian. You can find me on Tuesdays at twitch.tv/Textradamus, on Wednesdays, or no, Tuesdays at twitch.tv/Segula, Wednesdays at twitch.tv/Textradamus, Thursdays here, and Saturday is back on twitch.tv/Textradamus. That's me. That's it.
Nice. All right. Speaking about that, Textradamus, let's talk about the Textradamus. Textradamus.
Yo. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight and checking out the awesomeness of the game. I'm Tux. You can find me, Textradamus, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. We have, over on my channel, we have a thing on Wednesdays and Saturdays, as Pian said. More stuff in the future being worked on right now. I'm not, like, hiding it. It's that it's still being, like, what it is still being formed, so, like, I'm not going to, like, announce what it might be.
No, you're like hype. Like hype train. Just say hype train. Hype.
Next week, I think next week we'll actually have like a formed thing of what it's going to be, so I'll be able to talk about it. But yeah, cool. Again, thank you for watching, and thank everybody for playing.
All right, and let's go to Doc. What up, Doc Gast?
Yo, Doc Gast. You can find me here where we do things like board games and bad talk shows, and this, whatever this is.
Yeah, nice.
That's about it.
So
Nice robots.
I think the next board game show that we do, I don't know what we'll do next. Like, do we have any plans for something that we're going to do next for board games?
I
We
have
just
a
did
big-
Dead of
I think
Winter.
you guys. I have a big
games-
library of games that I don't think you guys have done yet.
Firefly. We're doing Firefly next.
I've never played that one. So-
It's pretty good. I fucking hate it. I don't know why Sheep keeps making me play it.
It's pretty good, but I hate it. Yeah, at least you're
Doc,
honest.
do you not understand the correlation between I hate it and Sheepdog making you do it? Because
Well,
That's pretty
it's
clear to
mostly
me.
because the game, every time we've played it, the game has fucked me just with RNG, just being like, oh, by the way, the Reapers are behind you. And it happens the whole way through the game.
So Void Barons will be back next week. It's just that Sheepdog slept in. That's the reason why we didn't play last week. So there's no reason. Yeah.
and you know it happens. It's late for both him and Dave.
That's
Something
true.
can happen.
Very true.
Mr. Brian, aka Sputnik, what up, sir?
Hello. You can find me here on Thursdays, Fridays, and soon to be Mondays. You can also find me on my Twitch channel, Sputnik71, which also has links to all of my other stuff on that page as well.
Nice. And I guess last but not least, we have Mr. Wreckage. What up, sir?
Hi guys, Dr. Wreckage. I am in Void Barons as a player. I do Numenera as a GM. I am about to do World of Darkness as a GM. Brian's going to be in it. Tux is going to be in it. Dave's going to be in it.
Yeah.
And Tuesday Gray is going to be in it.
Yep.
And we're all very excited for it. We are doing a Anarch Rare Bloodlines game. So we're just cutting straight to the quick, basically, on that one. So, yeah, please join us for all of those things. We're very excited for our games to continue and for our new games. And we love having you here. Tell your friends.
Yeah, so the next episode, yeah, that'll be on the LA at night. It's called Die Party LA at night because it takes place in Los Angeles.
At night?
At night, yeah. Well,
Because it's vampires.
Because it can't be during the day. But the first episode for that is the July 12th, but we are going to have a character creation episode on the 5th. So we don't know how long that episode's going to be, though. It could be very short or it could be long. Who knows?
We will do character creation and it will work however much it works.
Yeah, it might be a full length, it might be half length. I imagine it'll probably be 2 hours, maybe.
I'm always full length, baby.
Wow. And yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. If you haven't already done so, consider following the channel. And if you're feeling real saucy, why not subscribe? Get access to my cock to spread everywhere all over Twitch. We are currently putting together a bunch of stuff right now. Like, I have just put in an order for an ARC server. So this weekend, Saturday, I think I'll be streaming as well. We're going to do some ARC. And that'll be open for everyone to join. It is going to be priority to subscribers and stuff. So I'm not sure how I'm going to make that work, but yeah. In terms of what's going on in Die Party Land, we have we're about to step up to 6 active games at the moment. We're currently sitting at 3 games right now. No, 4 games. We're at 4 games right now. We're about to go up to 6. Next week we have 2 character creation episodes going up for LA at night and the 2nd season of Die Party Gambit. You can find out all that information over on the schedule, !schedule. And we do have a Patreon. If you want to help the growth of Die Party, The Patreon's the best way to do it. Go over there. And we're still putting together some stuff. I don't know what's happening with that. Like, basically, we were setting up a play-by-post game, but then Wreckage's life got a little hectic. And then we just
started moving almost immediately.
Yeah, and then we're like, well, fuck it, man. We could do a fucking World of Darkness game. So you know, it's just sort of
basically Dave was like, or me and Dave were like, let's do a play-by-post. And then, like, as we said we would do it, my mom opened up the door and was like, hey, by the way, I'm selling the house, and then closed the door again and just left. And I was like, God damn it. Yeah. So, I can almost guarantee that I can still do the play-by-post. Once my house is sold, it's a little bit easier to put together a streaming game than the framework for, you know, the system of play-by-posting. So, I don't know. It'll happen. It'll happen. I can make that promise.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back in a couple hours with we're going to finish a Fire Emblem Awakening, Fire Emblem Echoes today, because I'm pretty sure we're going to finish it off, unless they decide to make another boss that takes 7 fucking hours to beat. Fuck that guy. Anyway, yeah, thanks very much for watching, and remember, kill indiscriminately. Good night.